and the year.
No, do you wear glasses?
I do wear glasses. My character's version. I do wear glasses. My character.
What kind of glasses do you wear? I'll ask that later. Okay, so where last we left our intrepid characters, you were sleeping aboard your ship in Data Harbor, on your way up the Data River to Akros to deliver your urn to the Temple of Heliod there. Why are you... Stop.
Sorry.
Driving me freaking nuts turning your token. So you went to bed.
Inside a tiny hut.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of be amending a little bit how your ship looks.
Okay.
But the layout's gonna amend a little bit, but it's not gonna change anything of note.
Oops.
Alright, you're checking your medicine. Got it. Alright. So, I'm not even going to ask you what time you guys would wake up to, because after enough rest to equate to a long rest, I believe it's going to be Voltos, because you can't be surprised by anything, if I recall correctly. Yeah.
Correct.
You get woken up by screaming.
I'm up. I'm yelling at everyone to get up. And we're going outside.
I'm gonna stay in the dome, but look around.
I'll just wait for other people to go around.
My
Well, some
character,
people are sleeping on the deck, right?
I passed out in the crow's nest because I got high and just passed out up there. So I wake up and I hear Captain Captain Valtos be like, "Everyone get the fuck up." So I get up. What do I say?
All right, for starters, align yourselves. You can see the
give us
ship,
control.
correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, align yourselves where you would be sleeping. This here that I'm pinging now is your effective cabin. That's it. Everything else is open air.
I can't move.
We need control.
It was control, right?
Oh my god, it didn't save control.
Also, you took away the ballista. Very sad.
I did remove the ballista. You're not having that.
Just lay into the fucking town.
I removed the ballista.
All
Maybe we
I'm in
would have
here
used it.
with the urn.
I'm going to do my best rendition of the hut area. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a 10-foot radius.
Alright. That's actually not bad. I just eyeballed it, but if these squares are 5, that's pretty good. Is this the crow's nest?
That is the main mast, and the crow's nest is at the
I
top.
don't know if you're gonna have a crow's nest on a boat.
All right, you should all have control.
All right, there we go.
I like how you know exactly what boat I'm using. It's almost like
Salt
you've
marsh.
read through Salt Marsh. You're going to be seeing a bunch of things then that might look familiar. Because, let me tell you, Salt Marsh has got some pretty nice...
Did you MS Paint delete the ballista in the front? Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing.
There's a ballista that should be there under that inconspicuous box. That, you would have access to if I hadn't have had the foresight to delete the siege weaponry. Salt Marsh has a lot of really nice nautical themed stuff, and you'll be seeing a lot of that, I'm sure. Okay.
So
you're
moving.
I'm yelling at everybody
you're
to get up.
woken
I'm
up by
stepping
screaming.
outside, and I'm looking around.
Okay. What you see around you are a bunch of ships in harbor, lit on fire, and smoke coming from the town.
The fuck? Okay.
This is the second most fortified town on Theros, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. I turned to my
Yes,
friend
held
who's
by
familiar.
Akros, rather. It is the second most fortified town held by the city-state of Akros.
Poggles looks at his friend Acria. Who's Krishna's character?
Crow's Nest.
Canthos?
Canethos, yes.
I look at Canthos and say, "What's going on?"
We don't know yet. We're trying to find out. There's a lot of bad things happening, though.
Are any of the boats on fire near us?
Yes.
Are any of the boats on fire between us and the exit to the port?
Yes. I'm going to ask you all to take a perception. Roll perception.
15.
Perception.
Oh, I accidentally rolled twice.
Poggles.
I'm going to take your first one then, Alex. Which shouldn't matter.
I
Uh,
rolled the wrong thing.
No, you good. You did.
No, you're good. Everyone except Canethos notices this. You see water stirring around the boats, and you can see wakes making their way towards your boat.
I'm gonna shoot into the water.
Okay. You're
North
going to shoot at one
American
of the wakes.
sniper.
What was that? Sorry.
You're going to shoot it in at like one of the wakes that are heading towards your boat.
Yeah, because to me it would look like some creature is swimming toward our boat, so I'm gonna try and take a shot at that from the coast. Now.
Okay, sure. Give me an attack roll then.
Okay.
6.
Sure. Yeah, I will let you hurt it. Yeah, so after letting loose that shot, you see the water around the wake start to bloody a bit. You clearly connected with something.
Stairs, they're in the fucking water.
Say again?
I screamed downstairs, they're in the fucking water.
Did it make any noise when he shot it? I think we could do.
No.
Okay.
Can we freely move at this point?
Yes, you should be able to move your token.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna
So Poggles walks outside.
peek outside here.
Yeah, initiative hasn't happened yet. After that shot, you can see a bunch of the wakes reconverging upon your ship.
Are we at like a dock, or we're just sort of anchored in
You're
the
in
middle of
mourning.
everything?
We're moored at the harbor,
you're-
so we're not like.
Well, my main question was, if this boat
We're
starts
moored,
to
we're at
sink, are we gonna have a place to bring the urn?
Are we at anchor or are we moored?
You're at anchor. Sorry, you're at anchor.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. So the answer would be no then, Alex.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I sort of like history check or something to kind of think what's going on? Do I think it's Tritons?
Yeah, you can give me a history check.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're gonna get. Okay, you know from your military history that what you're experiencing now is standard of a typical Triton attack on ships that are anchored, or just your standard fleet.
Okay.
You can make you've seen this, you've experienced this firsthand as well as through training at the academy, as it were.
Of course.
This is telltale sign of Triton attack.
All right. So I'm going to inform the party that I think these are Tritons. They might, in fact, be the same Tritons that we were tasked with subduing for our trial. And I encourage everyone. Do I know anything else about Triton attack things? Like what would help us respond?
Okay, hello.
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 Are you asking like, do you know like how Tritons generally perform in combat, that sort of thing?
Yeah, like what? Anything I can tell the party to prepare them for this coming encounter.
Yes. Hold on a second. Okay. You know that Tritons. You know that Tritons generally carry spears. or short swords. They can attack with their webbed claws, and they obviously can swim and are to some extent amphibious. They also have capability to communicate with some manner of sea life.
Do I know of any elemental weaknesses they might have?
They do not have any,
Okay.
to your knowledge.
All right, I'm going to share all that as we're thinking. We're being attacked by Tritons. This is what I know. We might have to contend with some sea life as well.
Are we holding our
We wanna
ground
get
or are
the
we
anchor
getting
out.
out of here?
Yeah.
I think we gotta
Are
go.
we blocked in? Sorry, did we determine whether we're blocked in? And then can we leave?
You are not blocked in. That being said, you are somewhat surrounded by burning ships. So
What?
you would have to take that into consideration if you were to.
Try to navigate out.
Burning
Correct.
ships at anchor, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Is there any way we can how bad
Poggles
does
is
it
asking
look?
if we can fight.
Poggles just wants to know how bad it looks.
Oh, we can
Like-
fight. We can always fight.
Suggest we take combat formations. I yell
So-
that downstairs.
Question about the ship, Frank. Are there windows in the cabin area?
Yes.
Okay. And not big enough that someone could break it and get through, or?
Yes.
Okay. So Zelkos is going to say, I'll keep an eye on the urn, let me know if you need me, and is just going to sort of make sure that the circle stays in place as long as it can.
I imagine for the purpose of this exercise, we will assume that the hut will go down around the time these men
Well,
board
a
us.
long rest is 8 hours.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so the hut is
Yeah, you
gone.
guys are-
Leave the door open, though, so you can see us and whatnot.
Although I can cast a new hut in if I have 10 minutes. Or 1 minute,
I
1
don't
minute.
suspect we have 10 minutes.
It's 1 minute
Oh, we can do
cast.
one. Yes.
I can
Oh, yeah,
only
we
I
can
can't
hold
do
the
it as
line
ritual.
for him.
But
I
also the wording's weird. Frank will talk about this later. It's unclear if it would move with the boat or stay with the boat.
We're gonna say it moves
Right.
with the boat.
I did a
Okay.
bad thing.
Did you delete your
Please
token?
don't.
Oh,
I destroyed the circle for the hut. I was
At
inside.
least I'm not the only one that's done this.
See, that's
Pull
nice.
it
That's nice about
out.
playing in person. Is we have you might be able to undo Krishna. Is we
I'm
have
trying to control the
we have the
furiously-
dice tower of shame, which is if you end up dropping a die when you should have been rolling a die, you have to use it. But we have no like shame method here.
Oh, it's okay. I'm back. Thank you.
All right, so Acreus will still at least stay inside, keep an eye on the urn, and say,
You're
let me know if
Zelkos. Let's try
yes.
and keep our names.
Zelkos. Oh no.
let's keep our names proper.
Zelkos is gonna head inside, say, I'll keep an eye on the urn, and prepare the vicious mockery spell for if any enemies come into view.
Sure. What are the rest of you doing?
All right. Well, Acreus has the high ground. I'm going to advance to the front to make sure to repel any invaders that try and get up on the ship. I advise
Where are
everyone
they
to
coming
take
from, by
position
the way,
behind
Frank?
me. What?
Well, they're currently getting closer to you,
Which way are they coming from?
around you.
Both sides? Okay. We're being surrounded, I think, is the...
Yes.
I'm gonna prepare a longbow shot, Frank, for the first one I see that leaves the surface of the
I'm
water.
gonna step in here, but door open next to our satyr.
Okay.
Poggles is just gonna chill right here.
I'm gonna ready firebolt for whatever comes up and over.
You said fire bolts, right?
Bolt. I don't know
Okay,
have the
good.
other one.
I'm hoping you're not planning on setting the fucking boat on fire.
So, as you're getting into position, you're choosing not to bring up anchor. Is that what I understood here?
Correct, because if we were drifting and they were attacking us, there's burning ships all around.
Yeah, this goes. Yeah. So as this is happening, you're on high alert. You see a familiar ship. It was actually the patrol boat that
Oh no.
addressed that came over to you guys earlier that evening. One of the guys on that boat looks to be he looks to be in poor shape. The other one is sailing is trying to get that boat quickly to yours, or is heading in your direction. Have anything you want to do with that?
How far away are they from us?
They're like 50 feet out. They're trying to get there as fast as they can.
I mean, we'd have to drop anchor to get to them, so I'll hail them. But
Or we have to raise anchor to get to them.
yeah, sorry, yeah, raise anchor.
You can throw a line.
All right, I'll make the athletics check. Allow me.
Aren't the Triton just gonna take the line?
Can I do
It's gonna try and yeet it all the way there.
Also
Yeah.
says 50 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the javelin toss record is, but I'm sure it's less than.
Oh no,
50.
you'd be throwing a coiled
Heavy
pile of
rope. Yeah.
which 50 feet of rope
No, sorry.
with your
Yeah, I
strength is,
assumed
like,
like I was
actually in the
gonna
realm,
throw, like,
but-
grapple, not the entire thing. If it's tied to us and I throw like a grapple, it's a much less than the entire weight of the rope.
are we within shouting range of them?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can Poggles just ask what's wrong?
Yeah. Please, Poggles.
Poggles yells out in his nervousness, "What's wrong?"
6 charisma. You can hear a guy shout back. Try an attack, taking us by surprise. Ophius here is hurt. Requesting permission to come aboard.
These guys sound. Poggles wants to insight check. Poggles isn't sure. He's not very. He's in unfamiliar waters.
Ophius.
You can check him. See if he's
Yeah,
trying
insight
to
check, do it.
Oh,
That man's telling the truth. He's scared.
all right. I suggest.
Granted, get on the ship.
I'm saying if you want to throw it, you throw it. Kanathos. I
Okay, so
cannot.
we're okay with having them on the boat. What's the means of getting them here?
They're gonna grab the rope and pull themselves here, and then get off their boat.
All right, so I'm throwing the rope.
Yep.
All right. Is that an athletics check, Frank? How would I do this?
Yeah.
Or is it like an
We can
attack?
actually let's do a strength check for this one because of how heavy the rope is.
Okay. Yeah.
Which I guess
that's okay.
athletics would be fine too in this situation. So
No,
I'm fairly certain.
I understand that athletics is swimming, running, jumping is what
Yeah,
Alex always tells me. So. All right. Well, I'm not
not
as strong as I
that rope's not going to make it there.
Okay.
That rope's not going to make it there. They're still coming in though.
Okay. So we're just gonna have to let them try and come in and get their way onto our boat, I think, because.
All right. Well, as they're getting closer, their boats come to a stop.
Uh-oh.
And you could see a bit of like bubbling coming up alongside their boat, and one of the guy, the standing guy, drops Ophius and readies his spear and shield for what's about to come at him. As 2 Tritons start to emerge from the water and board his craft.
Hunkus.
They're about
Okay.
like 30 feet away from the bow.
Okay. What are we doing? Are we trying to take shots at them? Acries, take a shot. Do you think you have a shot?
I'm prepping my attack for when they board my boat.
Right. Okay. I am going to attempt to throw a javelin at one on that boat.
Okay, give me that. Yeah, you're gonna hit that.
All right. Throw it
How
at one
far
of the
away are
Tritons.
they at this point, Frank?
So
These are
if-
on their boat.
Krishna, presumably, if you're doing this, are you going to go to the front of the boat?
Yeah,
in order
sorry.
to
Yeah,
cross
yeah.
this?
I
Sure.
will. Yeah.
So, you'll hit that. Give me damage on that.
9 piercing.
All right. So, yeah, you throw that javelin and you stick that guy real good, and he falls back a bit and back into the water. Upon seeing that, the other one lurches at you, jumps back in the water, and I'm gonna need all of you to roll initiative.
All right.
Do you have the initiative tracker open?
Yes.
Select your
Don't
token.
forget to
You're already-
select your token.
Click your token, Urls, and then go to your Poggles tab and roll initiative.
I have to click my token,
Then go to the other tab, and
What the
initiative
fuck?
armor.
and so I'm on spells right now. I go to
What the fuck is going on with your 3.14,
I,
Alex?
I added decimal for tiebreaker with roll 20 or with beyond 20. So like
Interesting.
you can also do stuff like this. So
That's true.
now all my stuff it rolls with advantage and disadvantage, so I don't have
But
to
why
like
do
roll
you have
twice.
3.14
Because
plus
my dexterity is 14. So if you roll a 4 and your dexterity is 12, yours will be 4.12. So dex is an auto tiebreaker instead of having to ask someone.
That's super interesting that
Mhm.
they do fractions for this. I didn't think that was how the game was.
Well, it's not a fraction. It's dex is a tiebreaker.
It's 4 and your dex is 14. And 14
Yes,
is the
and
tiebreaker,
so
the higher.
Got you.
yes,
Okay.
it's kind of they took the logic of it and was like, wait a minute, since we're already doing numbers that auto sort, why not just make it a decimal? And that solves the issue.
Why don't they just make it sort by that without having to show it?
Is there any
Because
way to have D&D
can't fract
Beyond in dark mode?
Yes.
How?
I don't know, but there is.
just Google it. It's probably under account.
Sweet.
Change theme, I think. Change backdrop. One of these.
Do you know which category it is?
Oh, yeah. Turn over here. A long tradition. I go first.
A long tradition, my roll's averaging sub 10.
I rolled a 1.
Both of you rolled ones, actually. That's pretty impressive.
Okay. Let me just finish rolling for them.
How do you have a +8?
Stalkers get their wisdom to their initiative.
Oh, okay.
And I have a +3 because I get half my proficiency mod.
Okay. So Voltos, I forget. Were you readying an ability?
Firebolt for the first thing that comes either over the side of the boat or towards us.
Sure. All right. Well, Canathos, you see the one that dove back into the water start to come up on the bow right in front of you.
So that would trigger my ready thing too.
Yes, so both you and Voltos will be able to take your action here.
So
Does
DC
mine-
15 wisdom.
Does that not do mine?
It would do all of yours, yes, actually.
So wisdom
Nice.
save.
So wisdom save, we're gonna have that.
Hell, your roll.
At least I hit him though.
It will succeed. It's a wisdom 15, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so they succeed on a 17 here.
'Kay.
So it will save from that. Voltos,
3
you
fire.
will hit it. Accuracy, you will also hit it. So this one here will take 3, and then it will take an additional 16.
Just
No,
13, right? But I don't think. Are you using your necrotic?
No, it's just the third. It's gonna link every time, kind of like sneak attack, but it's just.
Okay, let me know when you choose to use the necrotic then.
Yeah, it's a bonus.
So it'll take 16 then.
And Frank,
Okay.
is this the one I
This is
harpooned?
not the one you.
Okay, it's
jacked.
the other one.
Oh, Frank, you might want to click Gunter or descend. The order by descending. Yeah.
Yes.
And we can't see your dudes, by the way. I don't know if that was intentional.
For the moment, that is yes.
All right.
You will have to trust me on this one. They are not doing much. Okay, so he came aboard, and now Poggles, you're up.
Alright, so Poggles is afraid of the one close to him. I'm gonna try to entangle the one that's just bottom right of me.
In the water here?
He's currently in the water, so
I don't
I'm
know if
gonna
you can
have-
entangle him.
I'm gonna have you do it. Are you trying to entangle like roots him? Is that what you're?
I don't think that'll work in the water. Is there kelp in the water?
Could sprout from the side of the ship, I guess, but
Can you link it? I could just
How
look
do I
at it.
link it?
Is this a spell?
Let's go.
Entangle.
I have it in my spell list too, so I was reading it.
Alright, I don't think that would work.
So it's from the
There's many
ground,
reeds.
right? Which is
Or
Yeah, it's
or
just
you
the
make it
grounds.
like a bubbles ult where it just makes a kelp field on the top of the
I was
water.
about to say I can give it to you with like kelp or with like seaweed or something. So I'll give it to you from this one.
For my
You're in
science,
theory in rather shallow water because you're close to harbor, so like
I'm a turtle, so.
yeah, it
Alright.
makes sense.
Alright, I'm going to take a step closer to my captain. Actually, can I
Stay
move
back,
after I
Boggles.
entangle him? Can I like? What's the order of turn? Sorry.
You can do
So
all
you-
things in any order.
All right, so I'm gonna cast entangle on that guy.
So you pick a 20-foot square.
Is that not within 20 feet?
Each of these are 5, Jarl, so it would
So
be
each
like
of
an
these are 5.
area.
Yeah, it's 90
so if
foot
you
range,
would like
20
it to
foot square.
extend out into the, if you like to extend out into the part of the map that just isn't there, I'm fine with that.
How do I
Just-
ping
You can
on
just
the
do like
map?
that.
Yeah, you could just
If
draw the square.
If you click and drag, if you click on the arrow and then click and hold, that will ping.
Right, I see.
Are these 10 or 5 squares, Frank?
They're
These
fine.
are they're 5, right? Okay.
All right, I'm gonna cast it.
It's bigger than that, Charles.
Yeah,
You can't draw off
well, he
it.
can't
I
draw.
think-
He can't draw off the map. So
it's to the right, so that's the
Yeah,
edge of-
just have it go off to the right.
Right. What I'm saying is that this dimension is long because these are each 5. So you can do something
Yeah.
like this.
You can't draw off the board.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. Like this,
It's
I'm
20
saying
feet,
this.
It's a
Yeah, it's
square.
20
it has to be
square.
a square.
Right, but the square is extending to the right, right? I'm just saying that your length can be longer because it's
Oh
20
yeah,
feet.
yeah. I see. Yeah.
You can. It's a 20-foot square.
Krishna's saying it's the purple one is 10 and the green one is 20.
The green one's not a 20-foot square, is it?
It's
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this like an area?
It has to be a
Yeah.
20-foot square.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I cast it there. I'm going to. I cast entangle, right? Do I just click the button now?
Yeah. Try
Yes, yes.
casting it.
well, it's
clicking the
um,
button links it and then removes a spell slot pip. But
Right. Okay.
yeah, and then Frank's gonna make the saves.
Sure. So let's do that.
And then Jarls, if you click on your token and you click on the little circle on the bottom, you'll see there's all these little effects. I usually like to use the spanner in the top right, this wrench, to indicate when I'm concentrating on a spell because it's super hard to remember otherwise.
I just drew a bunch of squares on me.
Yeah, because in the top
Okay.
left you had draw selected
So
instead of arrow.
this guy does save from it.
The monkeys.
That doesn't. Alex, does this count as rough?
It's difficult
Like,
terrain.
does this count
Yeah.
difficult terrain?
Yep.
So yeah, that's fine. I guess he's close enough where it shouldn't matter terribly much. Okay, as you can see, the rest of them should be on the turn tracker here.
Yes. Oh my God, their rolls.
They rolled terribly. Okay, so actually, the one that Poggles attacked will be going.
Oh, can I also
No.
move? Also,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can.
should I move? I'm
ahead.
thinking moving closer towards my friends in the door.
That might be a good plan.
How far can I move? I have a movement of
30.
Should be 30, so every
He's a
every
turtle.
square is 5. So,
It might not be 30.
oh, he might be 20 because he's a turtle. Yeah.
I have 30.
Click the arrow again, Jarls, in the top left. Yeah.
You
there
just
go.
drop in squares.
Move,
And just
that one-
delete your
that's-
squares. But careful
There's
not
one
to delete your
connected to
token.
Poggles now.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
All right.
Okay, so now this one's gonna go. This one will be able to get through your rough terrain no problem and come up to Poggles here.
Uh-oh.
So he'll stop here because he'll be able to hit you. All right. He comes up. He lurches up to you with his short sword, and tries to take a couple jabs into you or stabs into you in this one. What is your AC?
19.
Well,
What?
that's right. He's a turtle.
Oh my god.
Well,
AC is armor class, right?
Yeah.
yes,
Manner of
plus
beast is
one
this?
of them will hit you. So there's that.
Yikes.
So you're going to take. You're going to take 5 damage.
Okay, I go to 19.
How do you make the turn order progress?
You just hit next.
Okay.
There.
Just so we're on the same
Christian, you're
page.
up.
What wasn't there another one?
No, that one was the one that popped up.
There was a
Okay.
second one on the turn order. I don't know if he
Sure,
moved on
sure,
to
okay.
You already
to a
went.
Yeah,
stab.
for everyone, if you hover over something in the initiative order, it will make a yellow box around where that thing is.
Cool, okay.
Yep.
I didn't know that for years.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna walk up and take a swing at this boy. Alright,
Yeah, you connect.
hit him for 10.
Is this one-handed or
This is one-handed. Yep, I have a shield.
sure? Okay. So you hit him for 10. Ooh,
Yep,
ow.
and then yeah, that's it. I just hit him for 10, and I don't think I have anything else. I don't have any bonus action, so I'm good.
All right. Acris, you're up.
I'm gonna take a shot at the one. Can I shoot the one directly below me? You feel free to say no. If not, I'll shoot the one right across from Karathos.
The one directly below you is currently with you. Like it's currently in melee with you. So.
He's
I'm in the
30 feet in the air.
He's in the
Oh
crow's
wait,
nest.
you're in the. Oh, you're still in the crow's nest. Yeah, you could shoot. You could shoot him.
He's the high ground.
Just wasn't sure
Yeah,
if
you're
he's
in
like.
the crow's nest. Yeah, you're fine.
Just
Yeah, that's fine.
RPing his beast right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him, and I shoot twice. I attack twice because first turn is a Dreadstalker. It's attack 1. That's attack 2, and he takes an additional D8.
First turn, baby.
Yeah, first turn only.
28 damage? No, I can't do math.
Sure.
And, well, if this-
25
yeah,
damage.
It's only going down the left side if these all connect.
Yes, 25 if they both hit. I think
If
that's
you
about.
double bracket the roll, by the way, it makes it look cleaner.
Put a star in
So-
front of that so I can see Valdos.
I can't put a star because it'll do a star and then the roll.
No,
like
but,
to
but do like...
I can't.
Okay,
it'll
so
roll-
how
it'll
much
still
damage you deal here? Because you.
Did these all hit or no?
Yes, both your attacks will hit.
19 plus 6, so 25.
That guy hurts. That guy's hurting.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna laugh loudly that he's in pain, and then I'm gonna pass my turn.
Okay. Zelkos, you did your ready, right? So
Yep, so now I'm up. So I will just cast. I got Rapier in one hand, Pan Flute in the other hand, and using my Pan Flute, I will cast Vicious Mockery again. So DC 15 Wisdom save.
it fails. Which one?
The one directly in front of me.
Tommy's laughing at him. You're laughing at him.
Yeah, he now has disadvantage on his next attack that he makes before the start of his next turn, assuming he's still standing by then.
Sure.
So you can give him a little symbol or something.
I have a feeling he'll be dead by then, but sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy's gonna come up and he's gonna go to attack you, Canathos.
Okay.
He's going to hit on one of his attacks, not both. For 8 damage.
All right.
Then the next guy is gonna go. He's gonna plop up here to Poggles.
Oh no.
Big tanker.
Both of these actually hit.
Oh no.
I yell, Poggles behind you!
Take 11?
Oh no.
How much health do you have, out of curiosity? Just so I...
You could set your health, by the way, on your token. For Frank.
I'm at 8 HP.
Somebody help him!
Poggles just gets whacked, and he is too slow to read. Poggles is sad.
Poggles is our true tank.
Voltos, you go.
Do any of these look different from any of the others?
Give me a history.
History.
Or just give me a base give me a history.
You're a sailor, so you've probably had some.
13.
Okay.
I do speak Primordial, by the way, as well.
That's not
It's from
gonna...
hanging out Tritons.
This one here that you can see down the way at the bow that's up against Canathos does not really look right to you. Something's off about this one in particular. It doesn't look like any Triton really you've seen in a while. The other ones look normal, but that one looks a bit odd.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to step back 1 square, if I can fit over here next to this thing, and yell at Poggles to get the fuck in the door. And I'm ready to cast Web in this square after Poggles' turn.
Poggles is engaged.
He can move.
You can disengage and walk in.
Yeah, you just do your turn.
He
Okay,
disengages and then
which square?
walks inside.
Highlight it again
This
for me.
square. Boom.
Ooh, I like it.
That's a big one. Okay, sure. So you're going to ready that for as soon as Poggles moves inside.
No, I'm ready for the end of Poggles' turn.
Okay, cool. Well, it's Poggles' turn.
Alright, so Poggles is confused why no one helped him. But
Hopefully he disengages.
can I run inside?
So, yes, how it works is you have actions you can do in combat, one of which is to disengage, which will prevent you from getting beaten to shit by opportunity attacks. So, you would be able to use an action to do so.
I'll link this too.
So you can action disengage and then move as wherever you want your else.
Yeah.
Counts as your like basically attack action for the turn to disengage. If I recall correctly,
I run into this corner as fast as a turtle can.
Yep.
I'm hurting. Oh, do I have anything else? Can I
Bonus action.
You have a bonus action like heal yourself. Like I think healing word is that, but I think it's
Can I do
cleric
cure?
only. So
can I do cure wounds?
No, it's an action.
that's an action.
Oh, so I don't have a bonus action.
I'll look at your sheet right now, Yerl, but we can keep the combat moving just for future to see if I.
Yeah, I mean, if you click on actions and then go to bonus action, it'll actually list all of them, but I would worry about that next time.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
If you,
so I
if you
just
have a bonus action that will result in something that will benefit you, we can take it out of order for this combat in particular because it's the first combat.
I
So
don't need to. I'll be cool.
no. I'm just saying if you look at something like if you have a bonus action that can heal you or something like that, and it won't impact enemies or other turn cycles, that's fine. We can do it retroactively, but just look that over, and we're gonna keep moving forward with the combat here. Okay, so this one up by you, Krishna, is going to attack you.
All right.
One's gonna connect.
Okay.
You're gonna take 6.
Okay.
That's that. Oh, L, you technically cast web, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So these guys are entangled.
Do they got to roll saves?
Yeah. Let me roll the save for them.
Well, it's on their turn, so like they're not
Yeah.
entangled
So
yet.
so this one's up now, the one that's really hurt. So
14 DC.
he gets it. You're a slippery fish. Okay. He takes out. He like reaches into a pouch by his belt and he takes out this like weird vial and kind of smashes it on his sword. And he walks up to this door, or he walks up to the door to Velkos, and he's gonna attack you.
Sure.
What's your AC?
13.
Yeah, he hits you.
How?
He deals.
Wait, did he roll
5
disadvantage?
Oh no. You're fine.
Vicious
My
mockery.
my my
He does not hit
my
you.
mocking of his
He
face
does not hit
threw him
you.
off.
The combo laughing.
I
Yeah,
laugh.
sure.
I laugh as he misses. I see him miss. I laugh.
Kanathos, it's your turn.
All right, I'm just having a great time. I'm just in the brawl, like in the thick of it. I hope my companions are okay. I can't really see them because there's this weird web thing behind me.
What's on the ground?
Yeah,
The light
I'm sorry.
yesterday.
I'm facing forward. I'm fighting two things here, Alex. I can't see it.
You gotta.
I am going to attack with my longsword again, the guy directly in front of me. All right, 16.
That connects.
And for okay, so he takes 13 damage, and then I am going to. I heard laughing, and I was like, "Yeah, that sounds fun." So I am going to.
Hold on. Is
yeah.
it still up?
Yeah, it's
He's
the guy I
still
just hit right here.
Oh, he's still up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're pretty
he's
healthy.
looking beaten and bothered.
Okay, and then I
He's
am
making
going
the squares.
to use distracting strike to give the next. Yeah. So I'm gonna use a superiority die to use distracting strike. How do I do these on D&D Beyond, Alex? Do you know?
Like use
It's
up
on-
charges?
I'm just gonna take the. It's not on my list of actions. in
Is it not under your
combat.
features and traits?
It is, but it's not like
So-
a
but
thing.
click on
oh, I
click
guess
on
I
the
don't have-
name of it, and then you
I just roll D8. Like I don't have to do anything. There's no check, so I'll just roll a D8.
Yeah, that's what I do for Divine Smites, Christian. I
All
get
right.
busted.
So I'm gonna hit it for an additional 3 damage, Frank. And this guy will. The next attack against him from someone other than me will have advantage. So against this guy right here.
Against that guy? Okay,
If you
sure.
can just give him the little symbol to And then I yell to Acreus, take him out, bud.
I'm gonna put the skull and crossbones over him because he's probably dead.
And then wait, let me just check. Oh, this was not a bonus action. Okay, I'm also gonna use my second win as a bonus action, Frank. So I
heal?
can roll one. Yep, 1d10 plus 3. So I'm just gonna roll that.
I'm picturing like Mordekaiser slamming his chest with his W.
Exactly. All right, I got a natural 1. So I
All
got
right.
4.
Well, you got 4. Get 4 back. That was the Mordekaiser shield after he got hit by one thing, and he's like,
yeah,
I gotta do
exactly.
it.
Panicked. Accidentally hit.
fat fingered. Okay.
I'm done.
Acrius, you're up.
I say, this fight's over for you, friend, and I take the shot with advantage at the mark one.
Don't fuck this up.
Ome Washindaru.
It takes 13.
Yeah, he's dead.
Straight through the skull.
Owie. Yeah, for the sake of it, I'm just gonna delete that guy. Okay.
I usually just give him
It-
the X so that the corpse is there for difficult terrain, but to each their own.
For the sake of this, I'm for what I'm doing, I'm gonna get rid of it.
Yeah.
For my bonus action, I say, thanks for the help, friend, and then I pass my turn.
Bonus action?
Zelkos.
So Zelkos is gonna say, nice to Acreus, nice shot, Acreus, and uses Bardic Inspiration to give you a 1d6 on your next roll. I'll just link.
Are you gonna swing at this dude in front of you, Alex?
And then, nope, I am going to turn and place my hand out on, or actually pretty much touch the pan flute to our good friend Poggles, McPoggles, and cast Cure Wounds at first level. So you're going to heal for 10.
Woo!
Muggles is smiling.
And that's my turn.
Sniper's gonna get to go again.
As the bardic inspiration hits me, I cackle maniacally as I feel the
Okay, this Sahat, or this one's up here. This
Yeah.
Trine's up. So he's like looking at you real funny. You just being this close, you can tell just from having seen Trines before, this one just looks very unnatural.
Okay.
He's kind of got like weird bug eyes, which, as you know from Tritons, they look rather humanoid. But this one looks very not.
Okay.
Looks more fish than man. It kind of lets out a weird guttural roar, and it misses you twice. Well, actually, hold on.
Is it a barbarian? Can it recklessly attack?
No, it will actually hit you once.
Okay. Does he have some sort of thing you can do to give him extra?
Yes. Some sort of yes.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
You take 3. It's
Okay.
not that scary. Actually, no, I'm sorry. You take 4. He's not that scary.
Okay.
This one goes now.
Dex check to see if he's restrained.
Yep.
He rolls a 4. He's restrained.
He rolled a 20, so
No,
he's free.
he's rolled a 4.
L decides
Oh, you were saying
divination.
he rolls a 4. Okay.
He has
Okay,
decided.
restrained then.
Sick
I
tech.
have determined that he is in fact restrained.
He's
Got
seated
it,
in the
he's restrained.
stars.
Yeah, that's that for him. Well, actually, restrained is he has to attack with a. If he has a ranged attack, he can attack with a at disadvantage. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna break out that range attack that these guys have here. So they're actually gonna shoot at. No, because we established. No, it's gonna shoot at you, Alex. Or you,
Sure.
Zelkos.
So attack with disadvantage. Right?
Yes.
He will.
Yeah.
Miss you.
Duck out of the way.
And that's his turn. Okay, Voltos, you're up.
Magic missiling the first one in front of Zelkos for
Yeah, just give me that damage.
12.
For 12?
3 missiles. Each missile is 4.
Sure. Yeah, he's dead.
That's my turn.
Poggles.
How much is the one? Actually, so I'm at 18. I'm feeling pretty good.
Feeling spry?
I'm looking at my bar friend. I'm happy. I'm a happy turtle now. I was sad turtle before. If I cast Thorn Whip at that guy, would I hit Alex? Sorry, Zelkos.
Thorn Whip at him?
Just a
Yeah.
ranged spell attack.
Yeah, no. It's not. Yeah, you can't hit your allies with like just targeted attacks. If it's stuck in an AOE, then they can be hit. But
It's because the block is 5 feet long, girls. Alex's head isn't 5 feet long, even though
yeah,
he takes.
so you can hit him without hurting Alex, without hurting Zelkos.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at that one from the corner of the room. I think I can hit him.
Don't you have a bunch of guiding bolts?
Oh, I should do that too. That's a good call.
Yeah, you can hit him.
No, I'm gonna do a little guiding bolt. It's more accurate.
With advantage.
Holy Moses.
He's restrained.
Oh,
the
yeah,
advantage-
you gotta roll
You have advantage against him.
Let's go again. Cast it one more time, Charles.
Oh, I think that's twice.
Well, you have
So
advantage.
you have advantage. So you roll to hit him twice. So if you
Yep. Okay. So you hit.
so you're gonna hit on. We should set it up in here so that advantage.
Yeah,
will
so if you
just
look in
happen.
Theros
It's in-
chat, I
yeah.
just posted it.
It's also in the D&D chat somewhere.
So you right
So
click,
you always do it twice.
you
right?
hit
Yeah.
options, and then you're gonna see number 3, type of roll. Do always roll twice.
Where's this?
Should be the third one down. Type of roll, advantage, disadvantage, always roll twice.
For me.
Okay, so for the sake of this, we're gonna go with the damage from the first one because it would have been that would have been how this functions here. 'Cause you don't roll the damage twice. Yeah, so
Yep.
if Tommy had advantage here, he would be taking the 26.
I mean, what we technically should do is always ask and then choose disadvantage, or advantage. Fuck
Yes,
that.
but
That's too much work.
17 to
okay.
that idiot.
So he takes 17 then, and next person who attacks has advantage against him.
That was this one, right?
It's the
It's
one
all,
closest door.
all
Yeah.
sparkly.
All right, you're up, Canathos.
All right. I am gonna swing at this lad right here, and I'm going to yell to the group that there's something wrong with this one. And then I am going to swing at him. Yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
hitting
you're
him
gonna-
one-handed for 10, and then I'm just gonna yell to Acrius, same as last time, and I will use my distracting strike on him to roll a d8.
So wait, hold on here. Yeah, so for the sake of always rolling it with advantage, it's always going to be the first roll then, is what we're going to go with?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have
Because
neither
what I-
advantage or
because-
disadvantage, it's the first roll.
Yeah, because it's a... The one I'm thinking of is... I'll explain after this comment. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so you hit him, you
It's gonna
deal...
be 14 damage, and he gets the skull and crossbones again.
Sure.
And I yell to Acrius, same as last time.
Alright, Acrius, you're up.
I'm gonna bonus action add necrotic damage to my next attack and attack with advantage.
And reminder for both Tommy and Frankie, it's with Bardic Inspiration, you can add it after seeing the roll, but before knowing the
Yes.
outcome. So, like, we'll want to take a half a second and decide, are you going to pop Bardic Inspiration or not?
Good call.
So there the answer is no.
Okay, he's dead.
Questionable crit.
Well, I'd roll another d8 because of Piercer, and I'd probably re-roll the one because of Piercer, but to save time.
That's
Frank-
dead, yeah.
He's... You can't not kill him.
Okay.
This fight's
I'm
over.
going to be doing this. He's going to remain.
Okay.
Okay, Zelkos, it's your turn.
Vicious Mockery on the guy next to me, DC 15, Wisdom save.
He will save.
Cool. That's my... And I guess I'll... Well, I guess the urn's probably right behind me, so I will just stand here.
Yes, the urn. Okay, so now he's got a roll to save again. Are you going to use any trickery on this one, El?
Wait, is that one?
And this one's still
This is
alive.
the restrained one, yeah.
That's the restrained one? Okay. No, I'm not going to do any trickery on him. I have no more trickery. DC
He's
14.
going to save.
Strength.
He's going to save. He's going to walk up here to be in the room with you boys. And he's going to attack you, Valtos.
Where's... I don't see him moving, by the way, on my screen.
He is moving.
Refresh,
I
L.
Let me reload.
L refresh, because
Yeah,
we're all
you
good.
sometimes have to refresh.
Don't have the Cody thing. Don't have the Cody thing.
But roll them hits, Frank.
One of them's going to hit.
What does he roll
And
for
he's
the
going
attack?
to hit you for 6 damage.
Or what does he roll for the attack?
Oh, he rolled a 19.
He's going to hit me for 6 damage.
You thinking about shield?
I was.
That's fair. Understandable.
Just wizard
Uh,
things.
Wish I cast Mage Armor. I could have been not hit, but I didn't do that.
Okay.
I almost gave you bark skin.
There's...
I'm going to drop concentration on the web, by the way.
Makes sense, makes sense. Alright,
Ah!
Ooh.
Krishna, this one, you suddenly see this Triton kind of start climbing on board your ship. He's got a javelin stuck in him. He's bleeding.
Does he look mad?
He looks very mad.
Okay, good. I was curious.
Big mad. Now I can use a different one for these. And then you see another one appear or start climbing aboard your ship at the bow again. This one looks very similar to the one that you that Acrius laid low and that you were fighting,
Okay.
Canathos. Let me just add these boys to the turn order. Also, their turns are not going to be all that inspired either.
So when I yell as a reaction, I'm just gonna say more attackers incoming, close ranks.
So, Valtos, you're up.
Do.
Just start
No,
with
this
that.
one in front of me is getting another magic missiles
Welcome.
Yeah, just
for 9, and I'm going to order 7 to help. I forgot your name, Tommy. Acrius with his. Actually, I'm going to order him to help. What's his face? Canathos with his next attack. So my familiar is going to move next to him.
What?
And whatever he attacks next, the familiar is going to help and give him advantage. I guess I need his token as well.
Poggles. Oh yeah, we need to give you a token for
So,
him.
Jarls,
I forgot. he
one thing to
existed.
keep in mind is your guiding bolt is still up until the end of this turn.
What does that
So
mean?
you will get advantage attacking this guy.
So, like, if you were to use, like, say, Thorn Whip or, like, your Quarterstaff, you would have advantage on the attack.
Or guiding bolt.
Yeah, just chain guiding bolts.
I don't actually. We didn't make a token for your guy.
We did not.
Monkey.
Okay, so who has your familiar?
I do.
Yeah, Christian does. I'll make a box and move it around.
No, I just use him a boat.
About.
I forgot. I'm actually gonna have advantage on this attack because I'm in darkness right now.
Sure.
Oh, because you
control that
crit,
boat.
Ah.
Okay. So Poggles, your go.
Poggles is gonna Thorn Whip that guy right in the room.
So you have advantage.
So what, do I roll twice?
Yeah, we can worry about fixing that after. Just roll twice and take whatever the highest roll is. So you do 2.
He does 1 because we're doing that way. We're doing this.
What?
Yeah.
It's the
Oh.
first number.
So it's
Oh,
the
sorry,
first. It's the
sorry.
first. It'll be the first damage component. But
Yeah, we
you
we
would
do it
take
in
the
different
highest
strat, but
would be-
that's fine.
Yeah, sorry, that's my bad. It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
So
else?
he hits for 1
Um,
damage.
No.
This guy goes. This guy kind of like lumbers up on deck. And he's going to...
This one's also bug-eyed, right? Like he's
Yeah, this
fucked
one's
up.
bug-eyed. There's no reason to do that. This one's going to come up to you, Krishna. Or
Okay.
this one's going to come to Kenneth, and turn face you. First attack misses. Second attack hits. Actually, no. First attack hits. Second attack misses. First
Okay.
attack, you take... Oh, he sucks. You take 4.
Okay.
How much HP do you have currently?
13.
13.
Okay.
Now it's your turn, Canthos.
All right. So this guy just came. I was considering closing with my companions, but I'm just so excited that there's another thing to fight. So I'm gonna turn and take a swing at this guy. Do I have advantage?
Yeah, right before
Okay.
Canthos swings, the monkey's going to jump into this thing's face and
Okay.
distract him to give him.
So you have advantage.
All right. So I'm going to hear his attack.
We have a lot of advantage at forming things.
Okay.
I like this.
Deal. I believe I deal 12, Frank.
Yes, you will deal 12.
And then I will use another superior die to give. This is.
Advantage already.
I'm sorry.
I already have advantage. So
You already okay? I will not then. I will just swing at him, laugh, and say, you know what to do, Acrius, and pass my turn.
And it's Acrius' turn, just like that.
In the darkness.
I know exactly what to do. And then I bonus action to add another D8 necrotic and shoot with advantage.
Sure.
And you still have Bardic Inspiration should you need it, which you never will.
We'll never need that. So he takes 10.
15.
He's using the necrotic. I
You
think
need
he
to. Okay,
I
sure.
said I'm using my second, and then I'm gonna cackle and say Bardic Inspiration and point to him to do what is it, a D6?
No, the D6
No,
is
it's
your
to
attack
hit.
roll.
It's
You
only
don't
to
need-
hit.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was damage. Okay.
Nope, it's
No,
only
no,
your attack roll.
which you will never really need because of how your character's built. Is how
And as a
it
bonus action, I'm going to attempt to hide in the crow's nest with
Didn't
goblin
you-
racial thingy.
Bonus action your necrotic thing? Or is that free?
I forgot about that.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, Alex, your turn.
I am going to Vicious Mockery the guy standing next to me. DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
He passes.
Okay, that's my turn.
We laugh at him.
This guy. He pops up. I did this in the wrong order. He should want to attack Krishna. He wants to give you a spear back. He misses everything.
Okay. He was intimidated by me hucking a spear 40 feet into
He
him.
misses everything. He sucks. Okay, this one's going to go to attack Voltos again.
What does he roll?
He rolls a 15.
I use shield.
Okay, he misses you.
Like all the casters are stuck in a room with one ad, and just
I
like,
like how
the
my
tank is
character
just crushing.
has literally.
What does that take your AC to?
That takes my AC to 18.
Okay, so then he will miss on his second attack.
I've literally taken on like 5 challengers here, and you guys
Voltos,
are all
go
holding
ahead.
around this one thing.
I'm just gonna magic missile this dude in the face. I'm gonna firebolt him.
How much damage do your misses do?
1d4 plus 1 times 3.
And how much damage do your...
1d10.
I'm magic missile. I'm just gonna magic missile him.
You'd also have disadvantage if you use the firebolt.
9.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
All right. We're safe, lads.
Poggles.
Well done.
Outside Poggles!
I'm gonna step one square forward, by the way, as well.
Let
Yeah.
Poggles go!
I'm here.
Poggles.
So-
It's time.
What time for what?
Well, there's two people. I'm sorry. One of them is a corpse
You can
surrounding your friend.
You can leave the fucking cabin.
Yeah, I've just been
Frank, drop
fighting out here.
drop one of these on the blue one.
The blue one?
I'm
Yeah.
Oh,
gonna-
yeah.
I'm gonna skirt past to here, and I'm going to cast. Is Moonbeam single target?
I don't actually know.
You can link the spell.
How do I link?
I got
It
it.
is a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point.
Does it hit everything
So
in it?
so it's essentially single target.
What the?
Yeah, it's a.
Oh, doesn't this hit me?
No, it's
No.
5-foot radius.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Alright, where do you want
Wait,
to put it? Your own?
Yeah. So would that's weird.
So it does nothing until their turn. It just stays there, and on their turn, they.
Okay, it's a 5-foot radius, but that makes it a 10-foot diameter.
Yeah, so it's a square.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm thinking he's saying he would place it here, so it wouldn't hit.
Yeah, then
Or
you'll
like
be fine,
here.
'cause
Well,
then,
yeah.
because then you'll hit both. If you place it here, you'll hit both of them. Because
So
Yeah.
a 2x2 square where you want it is what it is.
That's nutty.
That is an
It's a
insane
good spell.
spell. What the fuck?
And
Toggle
then-
cast
hit
that, and I
It doesn't
hit
work
the-
indoors though,
Why?
because it has to be 40
Because
feet
it's the
high.
moon.
It has to be.
Does it?
let me see what their con is. Ooh, so close. One of them will
I think
take
it's also the start of their turn.
will take that.
So they don't take it yet.
So it's one of them's going to take full damage. One's going to take half.
Okay.
So go
At the
ahead.
beginning of the turn.
So it's beginning of theirs. This guy's turn.
Yep.
He's the one that didn't save. So give me that damage, Charles.
It's underneath.
What do you mean?
Oh, sure.
That wasn't a fucking heroically bad roll.
Yeah, so I was about to say. I thought I was under the impression that was.
Well, you got to roll every time, but right.
So you take that for the first one, then the next damage roll you roll that again.
That's
good.
So this guy takes 5 damage.
Oh, he's dead.
5 radiant. What? Oh, I guess I did smack him with my
You
sword.
you shellacked him.
Oh, yeah.
And the fishier looking ones look weaker than the non-fishier
Yeah,
looking
definitely.
ones.
That one just vaporized in moonlight, like it just. bzzz.
Yes.
Toggles is scared that happened, but knew it was necessary.
Okay, it is your turn, Canathos.
All right, I'm just like,
There is one left on board.
yeah, I'm just
and he
yelling,
has
"Good
the
job,
spear."
Poggles!" And I'm going to swing at the guy behind me here. 9,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna sort of look at him contemptuously, and pass my turn.
And because you know his fate. Okay, Acreus.
You don't have advantage this time, right, Tommy?
No, I don't.
You get a 19.
I say again,
Right.
this fight is over for you.
This
is already
Is
over.
it possible for you to deal less than 6 damage?
Straight in the. Is it possible?
No,
Let's find out.
because if you roll
Well,
1
but-
plus
yeah.
5,
Yeah, 1d8 plus 5.
Yep.
So
He's dead.
okay.
All right, cool. Combat's over.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Get my least favorite.
So you're
part
just
of
gonna
life.
see me walk back a bit. I'm walking through the. I'm not gonna walk through the moonlight. Actually, that seems like a bad.
Well, he can cancel it.
Poggles, did you cancel the moonlight when the combat ended?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just gonna walk back and sort of say, well, any injuries to report? You can see I'm bleeding a little bit. There's.
What are the two guards doing that were trying to come towards us?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So that boat closed in with you during all this happening.
Yep.
He's kind of just was sitting on his boat. He's trying not to make himself known. Upon you defeating the last Triton, he shouts up permission to come aboard. Is that still granted?
Get on board.
Did he witness my legend, Frank?
Yes, he witnessed your legend. So he kind of says, "Can I get a little help?" As he kind of like is trying to get his friend companion Orpheus up on the
Of
boat.
course.
Frank, I'm gonna hop down and go check this thing for loot.
I'm gonna step back into the cabin, double check, make sure the urn's still there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Like, is the urn still there?
The urn's still there.
Okay.
Maybe,
drag.
Maybe I tie some more rope onto it. Just
I'm
in
gonna
case.
drag this corpse out onto the deck and look and loot it as well.
And I'm going to assist with the rescue of Ophius. I will help him bring Ophius on board.
Sure. So from amongst all of the corpses, you get a total of 4 poison vials.
I'll take one if no one's objecting
Frank,
that.
Frank, I'm gonna hold one and make a nature check to see if I know what it does. Or medicine, nature? I don't, whatever you want to flavor it. But I'm gonna attempt to make a check to see if I know what it does.
I mean,
Is it just
these
this?
are like basic poison, right?
Oh, I would know. Okay.
Yeah, this
fine
is
if I-
basic poison. You're gonna know what these are. It's and judging from what you saw this one in particular do, he took a vial out, slapped it on his weapon, and then did the thing. So you know what that is just from
So-
context and having used them before.
Who all's taking one? I want at least one.
Taking one for sure.
If no one else
Um,
wants them, Acris might take some punch.
Does Christian or piercing? He should take one if he does.
Yeah, I can take one. But I'm going to suggest that we give the last one to Acreus as well because he uses ammunition. Or like he uses a bow.
Acreus, you also find one more thing on the one you're searching. You find a weird stone.
Look valuable or just strange?
You don't give me a knowledge or give me a I guess give me a history. Give me something along those
You can
lines.
show it to me. Do you think you would just think about it or would you show it to us? Like, are you
Yeah.
trying to
I'll
hide
probably
something?
do after.
That's a
So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna roll, and I'm hoping I roll like a 1, or I roll like a 20. So I go to you, and I'm like, "This stone came from the moon. It does this." If I roll,
Okay.
You
Yeah,
can
go ahead.
also Bardic
Go ahead.
Inspiration lasts for 10 minutes, so you can apply it here if you want.
I apply it here.
Just
Yeah,
pop
roll
it. D6.
I-
So we got a 21 then, I think.
That's 1d6. So
Oh,
I
sorry.
rolled-
Right. 18.
I rolled an 18 for history, Franklin. What do I think it is?
sure. You don't know what this is. It looks kind of like ornamentation devoted to Thassa, but like there's something really off about it. It's a little weird. You've seen Thassa ornamentation and items before, like holy symbols, but this one's just wrong.
Okay.
It just does not look right.
I hand it to Valtos and say, "I think you've dealt with Thasians before. So what do you think this is?"
What do I think this is, Frank?
You think the same thing.
Arcana, maybe?
No, I just think the same thing.
I'll put it in my backpack. I'm gonna go tell the group I found a weird Thasian object that seems possibly cursed, and just put it in my backpack.
If you
Is-
would like to... Go ahead.
Is Ophius unconscious?
Ophius is bleeding,
Okay,
but
just
also he's got a pretty bad stab wound, and it looks like it's got it's a little green around the wound area.
I'm gonna. Can I inspect that wound to see if it's gonna figure itself out, or if it needs
Sure, give
medical
me
attention?
medicine.
I
5.
think of a medicine check too, right?
That's a pretty nasty wound right there. You seem kind of like a little worried about it, I guess. 'cause
I cast Cure
It's
Wounds.
a wound, just like any other wound should be.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ, your 2 wounds rolls.
I have +5 on them.
Still. Well, you rolled a 7 and a 5? That's pretty
Mhm.
good.
Oh, we rolled a 7 plus 5.
No, he rolled a 5 on the previous
Yeah.
one. It was 10.
Oh, yeah.
Previous runs.
So I
Sure. So he's healed a bit. He kind of like starts coughing up a bit of blood, and he looks up and he's like, Do we get him?
We got him.
Good work, soldier. I sort of looking. He sees me looking down at him. I'm still bleeding profusely, but I'm sort of patting him on the back. Good work.
Oh, how profuse?
13 out of 31.
I will cast Cure Wounds on you as well.
No,
It's too
I
late.
don't need that. I'm just gonna take a rest.
We still have these good berries in our pockets at this point, don't we? They're 24 hours? How long are they?
They have their 1 hit point.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Alright, well, I
Yeah,
healed
it
you
was
for 8.
sure.
Deal with it.
I go over to Kanathos and kneel before him. I say, "Thank you. Eat this," and hand him my good berry.
Thank you. Good work up there.
You gave me the opening, and the fight was over for them.
Should Poggles heal himself?
Like, whatever you want to spend your spell slots on.
I only came up with a name for Ophius because I only wanted the guy. I only came up with the name for the guy who got hurt. So give me a second.
What about
Ophius is truly
Brophius?
fantastic, by the way.
Ophius and Brophius.
Well, he's supposed to be the oaf, right? He got
Yeah.
hurt. It just works.
What are you
Well,
saying
Frank's
about
my new
people who
name.
get hurt, Frank? I got very hurt.
I missed the looting. What we find? The random fossil
4
things,
poison
vials.
vials.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, 4 poison vials.
Can I cure my,
With
cure
regards to the
myself?
random Thassa thing, if there's anything else you want to do with it, let me know. But from what a history check provides you with, that looks like a Thassa, almost like a Thassa holy symbol, but not quite there.
I'm gonna hold on to it because it looks valuable, but I'm not trying to steal it. So I'm gonna tell the group, let's try to. I'm gonna hold on to this until we find someone who may know what happened to this.
All right.
Should we up anchor and get out of here?
I go
Uh,
explore.
The guard who I've yet to provide a name with. We're gonna go with his name's Rostus.
Uh-huh.
He kind of like holds up his hands like, where are you planning on leaving? We have to get over there. And he points towards the town, which seems like it's currently on fire.
You've got your boat.
He kind of looks at you puzzled, and he's like, "You're just going to leave?"
We have some very important work we have to take care of, whether we like it or not.
Isn't the way we
All
go?
right. Can I try and incentivize you to help us at all, or what kind of work could be more important than protecting this noble town?
Rastus, my time in the service is done, my friend. I have different pursuits now. You did well here. I'm glad we were able to repel the Tritons, but you must go do your duty while we do ours.
Ophius kind of looks up at him. He's like, Rostas, I think we can handle this. As he coughs a little more blood.
Ophius is just like dead on the.
And Rostas is like, I don't know if any of the Stratum still left in town. We were hit pretty hard in the middle of the night. This is very, very unlike the Tritons.
There was how? Do you know how many attacked?
We were on harbor detail. I don't know how many managed to make it into the town, but I can tell you, Ophius and I fought off many a Triton. Ophius kind of looks up and he's like, I fought off 12 by myself.
Insight check. Are they telling the truth about these numbers?
I just assume he's not telling the truth. I know how.
21.
Oh, he's lying.
I'd just shake my head and say, well, if you took on that many, I guess you'll be fine. Thank you for your
Well, this is-
service.
While this
He- he-
conversation's going on, I'm going to start casting Detect Magic as a ritual, by the way.
Sure. He looks up and he says, no, but now I am feeble and weak. After taking on so many of them, I don't believe I could take on another 3, let alone another 12.
I'm gonna pull Zelkos to the back. I'm gonna speak to Zelkos for a minute, boys.
Of course.
Once we go into the cabin and close the door,
Valtos is in the cabin.
Wait, is he really?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Do I-
so
all right, we can go to the front. We can go to the front of the cabin,
Yeah,
front of the ship.
Poggles is sleeping.
All right, yeah, you all got high and fell asleep. So I'm gonna. I think there is stuff in this town that is now unguarded that we should take a look at.
Yeah, I also really do want to help the people in town, but I worry if we leave this urn, we just lose. Because if it
Why don't
breaks, we
we-
lose.
So why don't we have our captain look at it? He seems to be in love with it.
You want him to just protect the urn while we go in town and help the people?
Yes.
I mean, we could try. Do you really think he could defend the urn against? What if an entire crew of this many came and attacked him alone? I feel like he wouldn't be able to handle it. I think we sail to the other side of town, then we go into the town, and we can always retreat to the boat and be on our merry way. Right now, we're on the south side of the city, and we'd have to go all the way through the river to the north. I say we go to the north, we anchor our boat, and we have a quick escape route should we need it.
I like your idea more. Let's do your idea.
All right, Captain. Oh, he's muttering. All right, I walk over to him as he's casting a spell. I'll say, all right, once you're done with your spell, I think we should get to the northern side of the city, upriver, drop our anchor, help the people, and then we have an escape route if we need it.
The entire time while you're doing this, Ophius and Ross. Ophius is talking at Kanathos, saying like, explaining how he fought off 12 of the Tritons, and Rostus is just kind of looking at him like shaking his head a bit, like, yeah, that's Ophius, all right.
It's like, yeah, good work, soldier. Akros thanks you. But
So you
yeah,
re-
we're gonna drop you fellows off, and we need to be heading up the river.
But what do you think of that, Kanathos? If we get our boat to the northern side of the city, anchor in the river, help where we can, and if we have to make a hasty escape, we can at least get where we need to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of size you up a bit, look at you, think about what you're saying. My instincts as a commander say we need to prioritize the urn, and I know Akros. I've grew up. I served 30 years here. There will be forces to defend this place. They will respond. The capital will send. I really think we have a different calling right now.
All right. Do you have any boxes like we have for our friend in Miletus? Do you have anything that we could use to send a message to get help faster?
No, I'm no longer in the service, but knowing of their tactics, and I can make a check for this if you want, Frank. But I'm gonna say that there is no finer fighting
I
force.
think your experience speaks for you.
Yeah, than the Acrothian military. They will know of this almost before it happens.
All right.
I will,
casting at some point here.
Frank, I have I have like the soldier background, so I can sort of engage with the garrison at a given town and thing. I'm happy to sort of, if you want to like rub that in, I can say I'm happy to disembark for a moment and check in with the troops on the ground. But I really think we should. Our main priority is to get to the capital.
If you would like to do that, you're more than welcome to. But really, if your choice is to move on, then that's whatever you feel like what you would want to do.
Exactly. That's Kanathos' tack is definitely that.
Sure. Okay, so you're lobbying to continue up the river then.
Yeah, I'm telling him that there's no cause for concern. That the Acrosian military is going to be here.
All right, so
I was just gonna say
Go
that
ahead.
Acreus, but he's AFK. So go.
sure we can. Do you want to wait till he gets back?
Nah,
or-
it was just minor RP. Go.
Sure. All right. So you're all good with traveling up the river then?
Hold on. Detect magic
Just
finishes.
continuing
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's magic. Something magic about it.
The idol thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does
magical
anything
around?
else ping in your vicinity?
Everything that would normally ping,
Okay.
or that he knows. That
Yeah, exactly. Like any of our
No,
artifacts.
the only new thing is the idol.
Gotcha.
What school of magic?
The dangerous question every time.
DMs hate him. Find out why.
Yeah.
Also, Canathos, use your box and tell Ogun that there was an attack at Data Harbor.
Love how you can never get his fucking name right.
I kind of like if canonically Valtos can't remember names, even though he's super smart.
Uh, this is
Isn't he a Dasa disciple?
who?
Doesn't Ugo work at the Dasa temple?
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to say, yep, I will, but let's finish up here first.
Say divination so we can throw it overboard.
It's transmutation.
Ooh, okay. Say divination so we can throw it over.
Because if it's a spying device, he doesn't want anything to do with it.
So what happened?
Hello, Acris.
We decided we're
detect
gonna
magic.
go up the
The idol.
river.
With the idol, we're going up the river. That's fine.
We're
Idol's
not gonna
magical.
go in town because we got too much important stuff to do. And I would say to you that yeah, we don't want to be in town when the soldiers are there and get mistaken for the attackers.
Or looters.
What? You guys would
Who would
loot?
make that mistake?
Okay.
Go
Yep,
ahead,
yep.
Frank.
But yeah, that is you. That pings transmutation.
Sort of look to Valtos. What's up? What's the deal with this thing? Actually, I just
Do I-
saw you casting a spell. I don't even know what the spell was, so I'm just sort of saying.
Do I have
are you
any
done?
idea what this could be now that I know that it's some sort of transmutation magic attached to it?
No.
Okay. Anyone got a pearl with 100 gold?
Identify.
What are you gonna do, El?
Cast identify.
But I am going to ask Valtos what school of magic it returned.
Transmutation. The idol is magical, and it is of the transmutation school I share with the class.
Well, I don't know anything about magic, but transmutation sounds like it might have helped contribute to why they look different from normal Tritons.
So you're saying we should not keep it on our person?
I think that would be wise.
I keep it on my person and explain that I am a demon, so I don't think it will affect me.
Zelkos, you talk to him.
Could also get way worse, and you might lose control of your thoughts, feelings, emotions, goals.
Okay? If I start feeling any of those things, I'll call a doctor and give you the idol, okay?
You want to risk it? What if you don't want money anymore?
I realize that there's no conceivable way I couldn't want money anymore, and it's fine.
What if you hate?
If I start hearing things, I will let you all know.
I'm gonna whisper in your ear and say, "What if it makes you hate animals?"
Alex, sorry, Zelkos, these two things will never happen.
All right.
I explained this as like a science experiment, and we'll see what happens to me.
Sort of
So
thinking about this
Experiment for Fariko. Let's try it.
This can't end poorly.
Puggles wakes up for no reason, scared. He heard the name.
the name. So you're gonna take this idol.
Yeah, I'm just leaving it in my backpack.
Okay.
I start.
Got it.
Can I just
Attempt
get
to
a
lift the anchor.
full inventory of the? Can I investigate the corpse that was left? Just a full inventory of what was different about it. You said the fish eyes thing. Just want to see.
So as compared to, I will put two things in check.
That'd be great.
What random weapons do we have now that are just laying on the ship along with the corpses as well?
They said spears.
They're like spears and short swords, but they're weirdly like barnacled and such, almost as if they're made of like smoothed seashells and the sort, like smooth sea stone.
Okay.
It's not exactly your everyday weapon that you would find. So this is what standard Triton looks like, to some extent.
Right.
Let me see if I could find a picture that will do this justice. That's not right. All right, let's go with something like this.
I'm really hoping you're about to post the exact same picture with some MS Paint addendum
No,
on top of it.
I'm not like that. My friend would be like that, where he'd be like, it's got like bigger eyes.
The salt marsh mod.
Oh wait, no, I've got a better idea.
You're about to see some Sahagin.
No, it's not a Sahagin. What?
Why is he holding that trident with that hand?
I don't know.
As opposed to
The other
There you
hand?
go.
Holy cow.
Big Monka.
Okay, things you can't unsee for 500.
Alright, well that guy,
The difference is glaring.
yes, it certainly is.
Can Poggles do a history check?
Yeah,
For what
also,
purpose?
I'd also be
Just-
curious. I've heard stories about this.
Yeah,
Sure.
like this a weird sea creature.
Off your history check, Poggles, you know that isn't right. You don't really know of any rumors or any anything that would give reason to believe that this should be a Triton. But it's very clearly an amphibious being that was hanging around other Tritons. And there's two of them on your boat. There's just two corpses of this on your boat.
Okay.
Yeah, you've never seen anything like this or heard of anything like this in your travels.
I say that this is unreal.
Alright.
It's not very cash money. All right, so Ophius and Rostus kind of look at you guys and say, "So are you going to come to the city, or are we going to go? Are we going to go secure the front?" And as they look to Canathos eagerly.
Ophius,
He coughs up blood.
I have great faith in you and the other sons of Akros. Surely you know that there are already forces coming to repel the attack.
But they could be a days away.
No. I refuse to believe that the Akron military would make that mistake. So I just say no.
He looks at you kind of shocked. He's like, are you? I thought you were someone of glory. You're from the Akros military. Yes, I thought the legends we heard of you.
We have
Yes, I'm retired.
we have
and
more glorious tales to partake in. By Heliod himself, or at least one of his oracles, has set us on an important task, and we shouldn't speak much more of it.
Upon hearing that, Ross just kind of like elbows Ophius and is like, I mean, if Heliod's sending them somewhere, that's plenty important. Ophius kind of is like, I guess I could handle another 12 of them.
Fight on, Orpheus.
So Ross just kind of looks at you, looks at all of you, and says, "Would you mind taking us, at the very least, close to shore, so we can save ourselves the long journey an hour?" As he looks down at their boat that's now like waterlogged and half flooded. Save us the journey from having to travel in, well, that.
I like Rastus. He's a good guy. So I'm say, yeah, Valtos, can we drop them off?
I'll drop them off.
My thanks, my thanks. The most appreciated. As he says that, his boat just kind of starts sinking.
Play some Bosun Bill.
All right. So around you guys, you just see a bunch of you guys bring up anchor, no issue or anything like that. And sailing through this isn't really going to require much effort, considering how all of the things that are on fire are either A, sinking by now, or B, stationary because they're at anchor. So you should be able to drift through this no problem and sail through this no problem. As you get close to shore to drop Rostis off, as well as Ophius, you see a bunch of fires and such. You see a bunch of dead Tritons, though, as well. There's a large assortment of the local guard that are just kind of bringing the Tritons out to the shore and kind of just plopping their bodies down on the riverbanks.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of just doing this in just march and step, perfect sync. It's a one person comes out, slams the Triton down, starts walking away, and another 10 seconds later, another one comes down and puts another one down. And upon seeing this, Rostus says, "Ah, yes, the fine training of the Acroan military, right there. I guess we really." He looks over. I guess we really didn't need any assistance. You were right, Canathos. You were right. We were
Keep
ready
your faith,
by dawn,
young man.
I guess.
You haven't seen anything compared to what I've seen yet. The Acroan military can survive anything. This is nothing.
Looks a little starry-eyed.
Yep, give him a pat on the shoulder, give him a handshake, and send him on his way.
And we have a bunch of corpses on board, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make sure that Acreus isn't paying attention, and I'm gonna slip a piece of copper into the pouch of one of the corpses and then yeet it overboard, and then do that for the remaining corpses.
Okay. I like that.
How many are there?
6.
You fought 6.
All right. Well, I have 5 pieces of copper, so I do it for
So
5
one
of them,
of
and then
them's
one's getting a silver.
Oh, generous. But to say one of them's gonna get left on the other side of the river. Okay, sure. So you go about doing that, and as you get close enough, Rostus says to Ophius, like, "All right, our stop. Let's get aboard and help with the cleanup." And as they're jumping off, give me a perception check from everyone on board, like out on deck, not in the cabin.
All right.
I think that's just everyone.
Did I come out? Yeah, I think I woke up. And this is passive perception?
No, this is a check.
We're looking about town.
Holy fuck, we're good.
Yeah. Why are you?
The
why are you
monkey.
rolling again?
Monkey.
Oh, the monkey. The flying
Truth.
monkey, yes. So everyone except Valtos will see this, including the monkey.
7.
You all kind of see a Triton running out of the town, kind of screaming, as a bunch of town guard, spears and shields in hand, kind of chase after him, and one of them takes the spear and just throws it at the Triton, stabbing into him, and he falls to the ground, and he starts kind of gasping.
What was the Triton screaming?
It was the Triton screaming.
What was he saying?
Words.
What he's asking.
So you hear him screaming, please stop, I don't remember what happened, I don't know why I'm here. And then he gets felled by the javelin.
So we all heard that.
Zelkos.
You all heard that except for Valtos, who
And my
is
monkey
too
told me.
engrossed with sailing. The monkey heard it, though.
Yeah, the monkey told me though, so it's fine.
Okay.
Zelkos, make Acreus get rid of that idol.
What happened?
Did you not hear what that Triton said?
He said, I don't remember, or something. So I have an idea. I'm gonna go over and see if I find a stone similar to this one on his dead body, or his dying body.
Well, they're like out in town.
Okay.
It might be safest to get rid of that stone.
I think we can get some valuable information from this dying guy. And if he's still scared and this stone is still scary after our talk, we will get rid of the stone.
Oh, we didn't stop.
Yeah, we're sailing
Yeah,
by.
we're like moored watching this.
I must have missed what happened, sorry.
Yeah, we're sailing by the town and watching what's going on, and a bunch of guards are chasing after a dude who's screaming that, and then I think they killed him, or they're still chasing him.
Yep. And these
Well,
two
they
dudes hopped
stabbed
off.
him. They threw a javelin at him, and he's on the ground gasping with the javelin.
Oh, Frank,
And
I
they're
recovered my
closing
javelin
it.
from the man I harpooned.
Sure. I figured that went without
yeah.
saying. It's a valuable weapon.
Yes.
So they're currently approaching the guy as he's gasping.
How far are we?
Looks like this guy's also going to retrieve his javelin.
Yeah, how far are we, Frank?
I mean, you're sailing up the river now, so you're starting to stealth the river. They're right on the bank, so they're fairly close. Perhaps like 30 feet off the shore, or 30 feet away from you on shore.
I explain.
Mm-hmm.
I explain. I'm sorry, I'm chewing. We're not getting rid of this idol. If you guys are all babies and are scared of this idol, I will sell it to a shady person in Akros as soon as we get there, okay?
Sort of looking at him, thinking about.
Poggles can't deal with this kind of frustration and anger and conversation and just sits there.
It's just like stare.
Slowly, while everything's going on, takes out the pipe.
Zelkos, talk to him. Convince him to get rid of it.
Approximately how far are we from the dude on shore?
Okay, hold up.
Let's say you're like 30. You're pulling away though, and those guards are getting closer.
Stop the boat, and Zelkos leaps off the boat into the water.
Not stopping the boat.
Oh, I leap off the boat with Zelkos.
And Zelkos is gonna run up in front and try to swim up, get in front of the man, and say, "Hold your weapons. One moment."
This guy looks really puzzled as he looks to another.
And then I think, oh my god, you guys are idiots. And I get off the boat too. It's like, but I look at Valtos and say, look, they're gonna get themselves killed. I have to go. I mean, this isn't gonna be much of a team with 3 of us.
I drop anchor, but I'm not getting off the boat.
Yeah, stay on the boat, watch the urn. I sort of tell him, even though I know he's gonna do that anyway.
So
And
I'm
then I
trying.
sort of tap Poggles on the shell and be like, hey, can you watch that urn for me?
Yo, Poggles is chilling.
And so I'm like kind of like hand up to the guards, trying to persuade them like, calm down. Something's going on here. Just let me try to get to the bottom of this.
His response back is, "You're damn right, something's going on. They attacked our town.
And-
Get out of the way and let me get my javelin."
Of course. One moment. If give me just a minute with him. I'm not gonna let him get away. It's all yours after that. Just want to make sure everything is that we have all the information we could possibly have. Does that sound fair?
He looks over at the other guards and he's like, "A minute."
Of course. And I say, let me just calm our new companion here. What's your name? Turning to the Triton.
Right, there's gonna be like a simultaneous thing going on here because I'm gonna go talk to the guards. So, whatever order you want to do it in.
Sure. The Triton says back to you, Theros.
Now, Terios, you're just saying that you don't know what happened. let's be honest. Is that the full story? What's the last thing you do remember?
Yeah, yes, that's the full story.
Insight check.
He's
16?
not telling. He is under duress with the javelin
Yeah.
wound in him. He is not lying.
So I'll say here, just I'm gonna calm you down. You look like you're having a rough time. Just listen to my song, and your worries will go away. We can have a nice, calm conversation. I'll pull up my pan flute, and I will cast Charm Person on him through it. He has disadvantage on the save because I'm using my pan flute of Carmetra.
Okay, he fails.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, all right. So let's just go over it from the top. So, what happened? What's the last thing you remember?
The last thing I remember was we were in town. He looks out to the water. Our town, out in the water, and I was going to sleep. Then I felt a calling to come to the surface. And that is the last thing I remember.
Okay. Have you seen any one of get the rock out? Any one of these?
I'll take the rock out.
Cool, he sucks. Upon seeing it, he kind of like goes slack-jawed for a bit. And he starts like flailing.
Put it away, Igris. Put it away.
I put it away.
I'm gonna try to catch him, make sure he doesn't like bonk his head or
When he
anything.
starts flailing, like the guards kind of start muscling in a bit. They're like, "What's going? Like, hurry this
Yeah.
up!"
Is he still freaking out once the stone's away?
No, he calms down.
Okay. And what island or town are you from?
Fucking making me like, conventions and towns.
Excuse me, you don't have every bit of every NPC's backstory perfectly memorized and written down?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's original. I'm from Ravideth.
'Kay.
It's town. Triton town, probably about. I mean, it's about a 6 hour swim for us, but probably about a 12-hour sail for you in that way, in the Siren Sea.
All right. And that is that approximately where we expect that bad island to be, or is that not in the same area?
No, he's pointing north in this
Okay.
situation. You know the island. You know the island you were assigned to is directly west of Miletus.
Cool. So I'll turn the guards, and I assume now listen in on the other conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, so when the guards sort of give you your minute, I'm gonna approach them and sort of say, hail, sons of Akros. My name is Kanathos. I'm a retired commander of the Hungry Badgers. You may have heard of me. More power to you if you have not.
They salute you. They give
Alright.
you the Acrom military salute.
Yep, salute back. Sort of, can you tell me what's been going on here? What's the situation on the ground?
Unprovoked Triton attack in the evening. He kind of like gestures to the town and out to the harbor. He's like, as you can see, we weren't prepared.
Scale?
Very, very unlike us.
Do you expect sabotage? Or do you believe sabotage?
We just never prepare for a Triton attack, considering how they usually keep themselves, and this has never happened before. At least in my tenure serving as the guard captain here.
So, Frank, in my memory, do I remember any Triton attacks in my 30 years? I fought them like rogue men.
Not on this town.
Okay.
This town's generally kept somewhat sacred because it's the main trade post for Akros, so no one really dares No one really dares come to this town and really bring violence here.
I think they'd go for data. What was any idea on their numbers? Are there still have they been rounded up and routed?
He kind of like gestures to the ever-growing pile of bodies and like, no idea on numbers, but if that's any indication, they came with a large force.
Have any of them? Sorry, Frank. The bodies there, do they mostly look like Mr. Bug Eyes, or do they look normal?
There's a mix. It's about a 25%, we'll say. Like 1/4 of them so far piling up are bug-eyed.
So I sort of look at him and say, "Hey, so you've clearly noticed there seems to be two kinds here. Have you noticed anything about the odd-looking ones, where they were found, if they were congregated?"
He kind of looks around. He's like, well, they were fought with greater ferocity than the other ones. I will say that they were more akin to something you would find in the deep.
Okay.
Shark of sort, if you would, if I had to draw any comparison.
Found any of the odd stones on them? They're about. I'll describe the stones of him.
He's like, no, we never check the bodies. There's no reason for us to. Their weapons and equipment are second grade as compared to a crow and steel.
Of course, yes, of course, bronze, but yeah, of course.
Yes.
I'm gonna yell for Acreus. Oh, well, actually, I'm not gonna yell for it. Never mind. Okay, so that's really all I wanted to ask them. I sort of see them going back to Zelkos and sort of say, hey, this is an unprecedented attack. We should try to get all the information we can.
Look, my good friend here, Theros, will be more than happy to patiently, kindly come along with you, spend any time in whatever prison he needs to be in to make sure everyone is safe and sound. Isn't that right, Theros?
He looks down at his javelin wound, and as he continues bleeding, he's like, I don't have a choice, do I?
I mean, come on, we're friends. You know, I would put you in the best situation I could.
Are you going to be there?
No, I gotta get out of here. I got some work to do.
I don't like this plan.
But here, hold on. Take this. I'm gonna pull out a good berry, and put it in his hand. I'll say, get ready to chomp down on this. Ready? And I'm gonna put my hand on his outside the wound, and then the other hand on the javelin. I'm about to pull it out.
Okay.
All right. As soon as I pull this out, I need you to eat that.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna rip the javelin out.
He eats it, but it's like a weird eating, screaming combination here.
And then I'll hand the javelin back, and I'll say, "Sir, you can take your prisoner here."
He kind of looks at you, and then he looks at the Triton, and he's like, we weren't planning on taking prisoners.
Well, believe me, you're gonna want to investigate, get to the bottom of the full story here. It's not just a simple attack. You're gonna get a lot more information. Your councilmen, your leaders, whoever, they're gonna want to know. I'm actively trying to persuade them to go into this course of action.
Persuasion.
Persuasion check, then.
21.
Upon hearing this, he kind of like thinks it over for a second, lets out a harumph, and then he kind of like gestures to guard his side and says, "Go get us some manacles." And put this man under high watch.
Theros, I hope saving your life was the right play, but wish you best of luck.
Kind of looks at me. He's like, "I feel like you saved me for a week, but okay, thank you."
Sorry.
The berry was good.
Blessed by Karametra herself.
What do you call them?
I don't know. They're pretty good. I haven't really thought of a name for these good berries, but they're just berries
That's
of
a pretty
Karametra.
good name right there.
Good berry? Oh, yeah. Goodberry. That's a good name. All right, Acreus, we're calling these Goodberries from now on.
Do I get like he kind of like raises his hand as you're walking? Like, do I get like any recognition for that?
I will tell the tale of Terios and his naming of the Goodberry when I tell the world of my
I was
legends.
really hoping you would forget his name.
I take notes.
Okay. Thank you for saving my life today. As the guard starts muscling him away, he's like, let's go.
When you get out, you can tell the world that Zelkos was your savior.
If I get out as he's
When?
ushered away.
Acreus, I think we did a good thing here. But I'm all wet.
And then in Sylvan, I tell him I'm not getting rid of this stone.
In Sylvan, I'm gonna say, get rid of the fucking stone. You're gonna get mind controlled.
I tell you in Sylvan that I will sell this thing first thing when we get to fucking Akros.
Sell it to that guy right there. And I just like motion to one of the guards.
No, I need more.
Wait, we can't sell evil cursed objects. That's doing bad.
I go in
Here,
Sylvan.
how much money do I have to give you to buy that from you?
Need money from a friend. I say in Sylvan, this thing, that Triton only reacted when he saw this stone, so I'm gonna keep it in my fucking backpack so no one reacts to it.
Alright, I don't know much about magic. Works for me. Let's go. I'm sure the gods will keep us safe.
Oh, as we're walking back.
What?
Oh,
I'm sure the gods will keep us safe. Famous last.
back, I go. You're gonna have a very fun conversation with Valtos. You just jumped because he jumped off the fucking boat first. So you enjoy that conversation with Valtos.
Hey, I just saved a man.
Listen, don't tell me. You gotta explain this to Valtos.
We're gonna become legends one day, and we want to be known for helping people, not abandoning people.
All right, so the guards start walking back with your now Triton friend in possession. And I assume you guys are heading back to the boat.
Yeah, and I'll say, Poggles, toss me a rope.
Poggles has 0 athletic, so we're gonna. I want to check myself.
We're like next to the boat. It's not like
You just need to like lob it. You just need to like just let it go. Poggles just gives it that good old throw. The boat's not moving. Guys are good. It's a nice throw. It hits.
I'm a strong turtle today.
I'll take 10 and climb up there as best I can. Slowly.
Yep.
All right, so you guys are all back on the boat then?
Yeah, I was a bit behind them. Like I was just assessing
Sure.
what was going on out there. But yeah, I'm going to.
All right.
Did you learn anything new, Zelkos?
We did. So, an interesting thing is that stone, when the Tritons saw it, it sort of put an effect on him. And he was already affected by one of my spells at that point. So, it's a very powerful magic of some kind. Definitely bad news. Don't know much more. But saved him.
You got rid of the stone, right?
I don't have the stone, yeah.
I explained that Zelkos left out a key point of the story, that the Triton immediately stopped reacting to the stone when it was out of line of sight.
Very true.
Where's the stone?
Oh, I don't have it anymore.
Acreus, where's the stone?
It's in my backpack.
Okay.
Oh, so close.
Listen, I told you guys before, and I'll tell you again. Don't worry about the stone. I will sell it as soon as we get to Akros. You guys don't need to worry your little heads about it.
How much do you think you'll get for it?
I don't know, maybe a gold?
I will give you 2 gold for it right now.
I was joking, Zelkos.
Alright, let's get going. And I'll start, like, grooming my fur, making sure it's not all wet and gross.
I'm gonna take Canathos off to the side.
Yep.
Canathos, you think you could grab him and hold him still on the snow drum?
Can he hear that with his passive perception? Because Acreus
How
has some damn good
quiet are
passive
you
perception.
being?
We went inside the cabin.
It's
closed doors.
can't. It's not. He's not saying.
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah,
true.
fucking Rufus can't
You
be
got-
good. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, your proof is canting it. Sure, got it.
I'm sort of struggling thinking. What's that one again? Okay, that. Yeah.
I'm going slow.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed that I'm going slow, but I'm going slow.
My response is, I don't think forcing him is the right decision. His heritage might protect him from it, and I saw what happened when he showed it to the thing. It was I don't know if it's a wholly Thasian object or if it's a. I'm not sure if it can corrupt him.
But it
I'm
happened
fairly
instantly
sure we
when
can
tried.
subdue him without much difficulty anyway, if it comes to it.
All right, get the anchor.
I'm going back into the crow's nest. Oh, is it nighttime? Are we sleeping? I don't even know what time it
It's
is.
Morning.
early morning.
It's early morning. You guys have a whole day ahead of you.
Frank, can I take a short rest while I'm on this boat?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
In theory, everyone except me could.
So
yeah,
Okay.
El's the only
Except
one
I
that really
could.
has to man anything, unless all of you want to help him with like sales and such. But
Alright, well, I'm definitely taking a short rest now. I'm happy to step in after my short rest is done, though.
and Zelkos is gonna sort of call out to, or just walk up to Veltos, and then he's gonna walk up to Kennethos, and then he's gonna walk up to Poggles and say in Sylvan, "Hey, can you understand me?" To each of them and read the reaction.
Where do I check this?
It'd be in the bottom left of your character sheet. Looks like you don't have it.
I do not have it. I look at him and just say nothing.
Just nod.
Was
and
it
walk
3
away.
hit die? Sorry.
You have one per level, so as many as you want. You want to roll one at a time in case you roll wicked high.
That's 1.
Give us some wicked high.
Holy fuck.
It's pretty nutty.
I think I'm done. Well, I can do 3, I guess, because it's a short rest. So.
Yeah. I guess that's an important
fully
question for
We
Frank.
could get another.
Frank,
short
are we
rest.
doing long rests give you all your hit dice back or half your hit dice back?
I'm always keen on the full hit dice.
Sure.
So
Okay, so I'm full HP. I have no hit dice.
How do Valtos and Kanathos react to my query?
I know you're speaking a language at me.
All right,
Same.
and then I'll walk away. And I'll say to Acreus and Sylvan, I think no one else on the boat speaks Sylvan. Give him a high five. Or low
I
five.
give him a high five and said, "Of course not. They're simple."
I chuckle.
So I watched this interaction and understand exactly what happened here. Given,
What?
You know,
There's no way you would know what happened.
you walked up to me,
Yeah,
then
oh
to
yeah, oh yeah.
Kanathos, then to Poggles, and
Oh,
spoke
you-
the same thing in
yeah.
a language none of us understood, and then walked up and high-fived Acreos.
And
I
chuckled.
actually
yeah.
also know you're speaking Sylvan. I don't speak Sylvan, but I definitely know you're speaking Sylvan.
Yeah. So it's not unknown what I
Hold on,
did.
hold on, hold on. You walked up and
Sylvan
said the
isn't an
exact
unknown language.
same phrase
Yeah.
to all three of us.
No, I totally. I
None
would
of us knew
also
what it
agree.
was,
Y'all
and
know
then
what I
you
did.
high-fived Acreos.
You're also a sport character, so like it makes sense that you
Yeah.
team together. So. I go up to
We're
the crow's
sailing up the
nest.
river, though, by the way. And I'm focusing on that, so. And we'll probably stop at lunch.
okay, so yeah, you guys sail for the morning, and you said you wanted to stop for lunch. You wanted to like weigh anchor and just stop,
We got a lot of tuna.
or are you gonna like kind of put the sails up and just keep an eye on the wheel and just kind of coast?
Can I eat and proficiently handle the boat simultaneously?
You got a monkey, right?
I do got a monkey. I can feed
Yeah,
it.
you'll
That's
be
true.
fine.
All right, we're doing that. It's gonna look real weird.
Well, is the monkey feeding you, or is the monkey manning the wheel?
No, he's feeding me.
Okay, that's what I wanted. That's what I want in my head. That image. Okay. So yeah, you guys sail throughout the morning into the mid afternoon. There's really no trouble. The Data River, as well as Canthos would know. So I guess history check for the rest of you if you care.
I care.
Poggles, no.
So for all of you except Poggles, you all know that the Data Rivers, as you saw at Data Harbor, and as I'm sure Kanathos has stated prior, under the protection of Akros, so the Akroan military kind of heavily patrols this area, as this is their only major trade port, or
Yep.
access to the sea. So they there's really nothing to fear on the Data River. There's no real issues there. Maybe your wandering band of bandits, for those who are walking along the river, but if you're traveling via ship, you're pretty safe.
Frank, while we're like after like before lunch, like while I was taking my short rest, I fired off a message to my wife using my ring.
Okay.
So the sending spell. Yeah.
Do you want to type out what you're saying to her to me, or you just gonna send a general message?
I'm gonna send it to you, but not anyone else, because it's like
Yeah,
actually a
that's
plot point, I think. Yeah.
At some point, I'm gonna remind Kanathos to check the box. Kanathos has the box, right?
Yes, Kanthos said he was holding onto the box.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll also after this I'll talk to Ugo as well.
It is not glowing green for what it's worth.
No messages.
Oh, it like holds a message?
You will know that it is pinging for you.
Oh, it's like a it's like a
because the green
pager.
crystal inside will glow. Yeah.
That's cool.
So then I'm going to use the box to tell Ugo that attack in Data Harbor unprecedented does not appear Tritons were unwilling accomplices. Any news from Temple of Thassa end?
Okay.
You know, the shorthand, like military shorthand.
Yeah, the shorthand. Yeah. Well, sending only carries so many.
Yeah.
So shortly after you send that, and a little bit into lunch, you get a message back. The message back is also pretty shorthand on that. It's very strange. No word here at the temple of any Triton ongoings. Will bring up with temple priestess.
I'm going to share that with the group. What Ugo says he has no idea, but he says he'll bring it up with the priestesses at the Thassa temple, and maybe they can do some offerings or try to figure out what's going on.
Sort of nod and hand you some seared tuna.
I'm sort of very excited eating tuna.
And as I'm sort of prepping the meal, I am practicing my a couple of voices that I picked up over the last few days. So I'm practicing Ugo, practicing Karsten, I'm practicing Colette, I'm practicing the Oracle of Heliod, I'm practicing Terios.
Like the voices, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure. So you're just going down the line and practicing it all.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm gonna go smoke an L with Poggles.
I'm down.
And then, Frank, are we like player question? Are we gonna get to Akros within the day?
You'll probably have to drop anchor sometime during the night.
Okay.
Probably around here-ish.
It was one day from Atlantis to Data Harbor in perfect weather, right? So
Yeah, and this
And
is a
rivers are
river,
harder.
so you kind of have to.
It's also Theros distances, so everything's fake. So if this took you a day in the past, it might take you 3 days now or an hour now.
Right.
Very true. All right. So that sounds good. I see them lighting up. I'm gonna continue to just do little things around the boat.
Sure.
Acreus and Poggles gain the poison condition.
Okay, PogChamp. So really, this day pretty much goes without incident. You can end up getting the sun starts to set, and you're coming up on you're coming up on the part in the river here. So you actually see a bunch of other smaller ships. They almost look like small rafts or almost tiny fishing vessels of people who are fishing along the river, who are also they run aground or they're pulled up on the banks. Some other small ships like yours are also weighing anchor here. So this seems like it's a very popular spot to basically take the evening,
Okay,
as it is a wider portion of the river.
sounds good.
Frank, where's the wheel on our ship?
More of a rudder,
Okay.
I'd imagine.
Tiller.
Yeah,
Where is it?
would probably be in the back in the cabin.
Yeah.
Unless L can give me reason why it shouldn't be.
I mean, rigging up a wheel to it wouldn't be that hard, but
Because it would be hard to steer from inside.
it'd be on the outside, up top,
Sure.
with like a rod going down. Most likely. If you were just steering
Room
with a
for
tiller.
one.
Yes.
Sure.
It's like off the back of the boat in mounts, rod going down into the water.
Nighttime, right?
Something like that.
It's evening, yeah.
I'm just gonna go up into the crow's nest and like sleepy time or just nighttime.
It's dusk. It's getting to be dark. You wouldn't really want to. So it's coming to dinner time, and then you might want to rest.
Yeah,
At
this looks like
dinner.
a spot to weigh anchor.
I'm gonna ask Canathos. You said you're from Akros, right?
Yeah.
I am going to go with Zelkos to attempt to sell this thing that you're all terrified of. You spent a lot of time there. Do you have any locations you may suggest where people of ill repute may peddle such things?
I mean, yes. I was actually going to suggest that. I know exactly where we can go to sell that, and there's no reason for us to believe like it would be a curator that would be buying it. There's no reason to believe that you need to sell it to someone of ill repute. The museum will pay top price for it. I know the curator and some members quite well.
Oh, okay. That makes this much easier. I thought Zelkos and I were gonna have to go downstairs in the basement and get beat up, probably.
No, it's really we acknowledge it as the potential of having harmful effects, but if you're just intending to sell it, no one is going to be carrying it around with them. That should not be a problem. In fact, I'm quite close with the curator, so I'll take you to a place where we can sell it. It shouldn't be a problem.
Perfect. And then I kind of glare at Valtos.
I sort of look at Zelkos then, and in a rare moment of insight, sort of say, "No, it's natural to have concerns for our friends."
I thought you said
And I
Val.
look
Did
back
you say
at
Valtos or Zelkos, Tommy?
I look at
I'm
Zelkos and then look back at Aki and say, "No, I think it's natural to have concerns for our friends."
I glared at L though, not Alex.
Oh, you glared at L. I'm
yeah.
sorry. thought you glared at Zelkos.
As you look at me, as you look past me, I have a huge grin on my face. I'm very happy, very excited.
Not getting beat up in a basement this time.
I explained. Canathos said he knows the person, so I'm not even going to say anything. So I'm gonna scratch what everybody's going to say. You're good.
All right. So, are we? What's the deal? We're gonna take a long rest here. I'm sitting down, looking forward to a nice dinner.
Yeah, I'm going to eat dinner and go fall asleep in the crow's nest.
I'm a little tired of tuna, but I appreciate that we're doing what we can with what we have.
Are there other ships nearby? You said, Frank.
Yeah.
If anyone's looks like they're digging into stores, can I call out to them? Well, I mean, we have we have so much food, it's gonna go bad, right?
He did catch like 5 tunas
He
or
caught
something.
like 5 tuna.
Yeah, I'm gonna call out to the ships nearby and say, We've got extra fish if anyone wants some.
Upon hearing that, everyone just kind of like pokes their heads out from whatever hovel they've made for themselves for the evening. They're like, free food?
Yep.
Literally, Finding Nemo, mine, mine.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they all kind of look around. They're like, oh, like, if you're offering, and people just start crowding around your boat
And I'll
on shore.
let's
looking out
assume on shore. Oh, this gets very interesting.
You didn't run aground, right?
Yeah.
I assume you're
No.
like just.
So
yeah.
we're gonna say, if you'll let me retcon a bit, that I cast Unseen Servant as a ritual before that, and I am going to have it deliver food, because one of the things it can do is serve food. So they're just gonna see the fish just float down to one person, and then a few moments later floats back down. So you just keep seeing, like, every few seconds or so, another piece of fish is just floating down to the shore where people can receive it.
They're cheering.
And I'll say, food's on the famous Chef Zelkos, and stand up at the front and just kind of eat the fish as I'm watching my unseen servant feed everyone.
Sure. So they're feeling good. In fact, one of them kind of stands up with a flute in hand and starts saying, "Here's to
Zelkos.
here's to Zelkos," and he just starts playing a bit. And,
I join
people
him.
Start like dancing.
I start jamming out with him as well.
He looks. He was like, "A duet, then."
I just nod, and once the food is done being served, I stop for a beat, put my drum on the ground, and have my unseen servant start playing the drum while I play my flute.
A guy kind of like pops out with a harp, and he's like, "How about some accompaniment?" And he just kind of starts like going.
I will. Oh wait, no, Tommy, you're asleep, right? Or you're in the crow's
Oh
nest?
no, I came down.
I will. Wasn't playing pan flute with one hand. I'll like hold the trumpet out to you questioningly,
I'll like crack my fingers because I have no idea how to play this and attempt to play.
or the horn. The horn.
I'll attempt to play this horn.
What's the check on this one, Frank?
I have no idea.
Performance.
Intelligence?
Performance.
Performance.
Yeah, it would probably be performance.
Oh, performance.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm proficient in performance and the instrument, so
Pity I
Alright,
don't have
that's
that
what-
4 still.
Well, you got an 11.
we got the same.
So like you're kind of like holding your own a bit, but like
What did you say, Al?
It's a pity I still don't have that 4 from earlier.
Give him the...
set Alex's to 4 or set Tommy's to 4.
I don't have it.
I saw in the stars that you'd play a
It would be
shitty
Tom,
song
but I
later.
can't.
So yeah, you guys are just kind of like jamming along, and it's a venerable party right there. Fires are lit, everyone's kind of having a good time. Alex fed the masses, so you guys are the talk of the talk of this fork in the road right here. Like everyone's happy.
And whenever we finish the song, I'll whisper a quick prayer to Thassa and a quick prayer to Karametra, thanking them for giving us this food and this opportunity to share it.
All right. While this is going down, we're just gonna take these. Hold on. I gotta pull up all of these.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go inside the cabin while this is going on. I don't like
Yeah, I'm like maintaining my weapons and armor. Like, oiling it down, sharpening the weapon, whatever. Enjoying the party, but it's not really my scene.
So, okay, Poggles, you're gonna see while all this is happening, while Acreus and Zelkos are jamming out with the civilians. You hear something off the side of your boat.
Mm-hmm. Perception check.
No, you're getting it with your passive.
That's why I just do.
What do you want to do now? What's your reaction to hearing something off the boat?
Oh, I'm gonna go look at what it is.
In fact, Canathos, you would also hear this.
So, Do Poggles and I make eye contact? We sort of both realize
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
look. We're like, all right. We should probably go look at it.
I'm
That
gonna,
was sus.
gonna head towards it and look it. I'm not gonna mention anything. I think the commotion will be a good distraction, but I'm gonna go look.
You see two small children that are kind of trying to climb up on board the boat.
Sort of
We're very confused.
look at them. Say yes, hello. Are you lost?
One of they both kind of look up and they let out a brief like like gasp, like uh, no, we're just looking for more food.
Well,
I want to do a. I'm gonna insight check them.
Yes. Thank you, Euros. That's smart.
Okay.
I'm an old man, so I never would believe a child would lie to me, so I just say okay.
They want more food.
Do we have more? Like, I'm looking around. I think we still have more, right? Or have we actually passed out all of it? That's I don't know what actually happened.
Just enough for 2 little kids, right? They want food.
Or you just
I
make
mean,
Zelkos
I was gonna say, Frank, if we're out of food, out of fish, I would offer each of them a good berry.
Yeah, regardless,
Saying-
I say come on up, right? Like, I'm not gonna.
Well, I guess here's the question to you, Alex.
Mhm.
Are Zelkos and Acris still on the ship, or are they down by the shore with everyone? 'Cause it sounded like you were you were down by the shore with how you're jamming.
Oh, I thought I was jamming from like the front of the ship, standing up above everyone.
All right, then that's where you guys are then.
Yeah. We're on like yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Krishna. I mean, not Krishna. Kanathos helps them onto the boat because I can't. I try to help.
Yeah,
I'm not the strongest turtle. I'm tired.
So I'll sort of turn, and now I'm playing my pan flute while watching the kids.
So you help them up.
Yep, I helped them up. Yep.
One of them looks up and you says "Thank you, Mister. The fish was very good."
Oh,
Can
I can't
I,
take credit for that little one. That was all him. I look at Zelkos.
I'll sort of give a like a 2-finger like salute up at them, the wave.
Did they look sick at all? Like, do they look healthy? Like,
They
they're
look
asking,
thin.
can I do a medicine check on them, or can I cast detect poison and disease?
Yeah, you can do a
Detect-
medicine check.
Yeah, I'll check first.
Ooh!
Poggers. Or Poggles, I should say.
Poggles. So they don't look like they're really hurt or sick or anything. They just look malnourished. They very thin. They had difficulty climbing up, and it's not exactly a tall ship. So they look malnourished.
What are your parents, little ones?
We don't have any. We're orphans. Our parents were in the military and they received honors, which is important for Akros, I think.
How old are you?
The boy steps up and he says, "I'm Titus. I'm 8." And then the girl steps up and says, "I'm Lena. I'm 11."
Said, those are fine names. So it's a pleasure to meet you, Titus and Lena. I am Kanathos.
Zelko's sort of winding down his tune and starting to walk over to listen in him.
Are the kids afraid of a talking turtle?
You have stars on your back. They're like you're special.
I'm very interested because I'm a little worried. So I kind of ask them where they came from, what were they doing, swimming up to our ship or jumping up to our ship.
We used to live in Akros, but then Mom and Dad didn't come back, and big man came and told us that they received the highest honor, and then we were left alone. And then Titus speaks up and he says, "They fought with glory," and he kind of like does like a weird like pose type thing where he's like 8-year-old kid style.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
Zelkos,
I'm.
yeah, go.
Go ahead. You go ahead. Actually.
Zelkos sort of gets down on a knee and squats and says, "What were your parents' names?"
Our dad's name was Proteus, and our mom's name was.
Yes, Frank.
So 3 H's or
Hold on. Let's see. Myrtle.
Proteus and Myrtle? Well, I will be sure to sing their praises. But here, take these. These are good berries of Carmetra, and I will hand one to each of them. And
I
then
recognize these names, Frank. Do you want me to history check, or is there anyone?
How long have you been retired?
Me, 6 months.
Oh yeah, you could do yourself a history check then.
All right.
It's a hell of a history check.
Yeah.
You know that about a year and a half ago, hold on a second.
also just remembered I probably need to refresh my good berry. So let's assume I handed them all out, and now I had 6, and now I'm down to 4. And this is like today's good berries.
You know, about a year and a half ago, a large Akroan force went into Deathbellow Canyon to try and deal with a conclave of minotaurs, and only a handful of them made it out alive. The minotaurs were congregating under a warlord, and they were planning on bringing great misfortune to Akros and its surrounding affiliated towns and villages. And it would not surprise you if this was this was the most recent Akroan military, not so much failure, but loss. So it would not surprise you if their parents faced great misfortune there.
So I'm gonna tell them that I knew of your parents. They were heroes. We can like do the thing. Do we want to do like Stratians? Like, do I know of the Stratian, or we can
Yeah,
just not?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I knew of their Stratian. I knew of your parents. They I think they were heroes defending Akros. Do you still have a house?
They perk up and they say, "No, we lived in a military housing, but neither of us are old enough to serve now, so we can't stay there."
Zelkos is looking shocked and confused, and turns to Canthos and says, "Who raises children in Akros?
Parents.
And if there are no parents?"
Parents.
Just shakes his head. "So you're telling me if we bring these kids back to Akros, no one will take care of them?"
I'm just
I
watching
don't.
this outside, right?
Sorry?
I'm just watching this outside.
Cantos, you know that there are orphanages in Akros.
Yeah. So no, they will probably end up in an orphanage, but I could understand why they wanted to avoid that.
It's not an entirely uncommon sight to see orphan children in Akros, as
But without parents to vouch for them and without the proper upbringing, it can be very difficult for them to secure their military career, and therefore they live very unfortunate lives. Sort of looking at these kids thoughtfully. So how did you? Were you with this group? Were you on one of these boats?
They. She looks up and she says, "Shh, we don't. We sneak on boats."
Zelkos chuckles and says, and this is how you've been getting fed all the time? It's easier and safer than living in one of these orphanages?
He speaks up and he says, "The orphanage is the orphan. The orphan lady is mean."
We'll burn it down when we get there.
He his eyes light up and he's like, "Yeah."
Poggles, I don't know if that's the best course of action, but I would like to have words with this orphan lady if we can spare it after our delivery.
Cantos, give me a history check.
I can't use my old one.
I
I
can use your old one, in fact. Yeah, you know that the orphanages of Akros aren't so much a kind place to raise kids, but rather essentially a military boarding school. It's
Right.
you are going to go into the military, and they prepare the kids in the orphanage to essentially take up arms when they reach the appropriate age.
Random player question: where is Kanathos from? Like, where does he live? In Akros?
So I spent a lot of time at Akros because when I was in the military, there's housing there. But my estate is here, it's off the thing. It's on the.
That's fine. I think would my character know that? Maybe you told me. I don't know. Because I was gonna suggest we bring him to your wife and have her deal with it. But if she's not in town, I wouldn't even suggest that. So
I mean, I have I'm a pretty wealthy guy because I had a thing, so it wouldn't be hard for me to when we get to Akros, it won't be hard for me to pull strings or whatever.
Right. Yeah, we can. That sounds like a good RP too, player wise. So I think that's.
I mean, I'm kind of not sure what to do with these small children because I have no.
Frank, did you see
experience.
that or no?
Yeah,
Yes.
Poggles think we shouldn't get too distracted, but I think we should definitely take them somewhere safe. We can't just. This doesn't seem like the place for them.
Yeah, we're going to Akros anyway, so my sort of thinking is, what would I say to them?
Bringing them, I have an idea. Are we bringing them there?
I
I think-
player wise, I definitely think so. Character wise, my character is just children, scary. I don't know what to do.
Kanathos, do you know anyone who could maybe help make things better besides us just chatting with their orphan lady?
I'm looking at all you fools being all indecisive and shit. Alright, you two kids. You work for me now. I'm paying you 1 copper a day, you get food, and you do what I tell you.
That's our captain. His name is Valtos. He's pretty nice. He also has a monkey, and I'll point at 7. Pretty good deal.
Yeah, so they look up and they say, "Wait, we get food?"
You get food and 1 copper a day.
Titus is after he says he looks down at his hands and he says, "After 10 days we'll have 10 copper." No. He looks over at his sister.
That's right.
20 copper.
Yeah, together.
Math. This is already a plus.
And she looks at you and she says, "I think that's okay."
Alright then.
I give them a wholeheartedly salute and say, "Welcome to the crew." And then I scramble up to the crow's nest because it's probably very late at this point.
That's Acreus. He may look scary, but he's a nice guy.
Now I have to record their names and remember their names.
I got it's
Now they
Titus,
actually-
Titus and Lena.
Yeah. Now they actually matter.
Party recruitment.
Alright, guys,
8 and 11-year-old orphans.
NPC. We will annex all of them. Alright, and then I'm gonna cant to Valatos a bit. Once we get to Akros, I may have a different solution.
I just nod.
Do we have enough room for them on this boat?
They can sleep in
Asking
this.
the good question.
I volunteer my bed for them.
I'm
mean-
sleeping in the crow's nest, so I think that's one down right
Yeah,
there.
I can hit 9 targets in my spell. So we can include all of us and them and 7, I think.
Let me just say,
Yeah.
I am certain that I am the most frequent user of this Greek name website. I tell you.
Greek name male or
This website has gotten more traction over the last 2 weeks than it has over the last 2 years.
I'd love to look at their web traffic based on when Theros came out.
Oh shit, you're right. They probably got a lot more traffic then.
Sorry, I had to
Uh,
check a text. I didn't miss anything important today.
No, you did not.
Zelkos, you hear coming from the bow of the ship people being like, "Where's the music?" And people keep playing.
What
and
what
I'm
like what time is it?
happened?"
Is it like pretty late?
No, it's like 9:30. It's getting late, but like
Wait, like that's late. Like we gotta get to bed early. We got an early start tomorrow.
Zeltos, let's give them one last.
Yeah.
nice, and then hold up. I don't exactly know how disguise self works. Like, can I disguise self into like a 3 foot tall person with like 1 foot tall hat on, or like something crazy, or does it have to be like? Something
Yeah, why
else?
not?
All right, I'm turning into a 3 foot.
Wait, how tall are you normally?
4. I'm gonna turn into a 3 foot tall humanoid with a 1 foot tall top hat and get out there with the trumpet and start playing.
And I'll say we've got one more song for everyone before we gotta rest because we got a long day of travel tomorrow. So for this last song, we're gonna sing the legend of Proteus and Myrtle, famous defenders of Akros, and I'm gonna try to put together this like ballad for them, singing the legend of their fights. Just make it up.
oh, they're Titus and Lena, like that their eyes go wide and they're very happy about this.
And so I'm going to switch to my lute so I can actually sing along. And I will play my lute and sing a song that I made up about their legendary exploits.
See how
Alright.
good this song is.
Say again?
I want to see how good this song is. Is that like a performance check? Because he's like.
Give me that performance check.
Oh,
then, yeah.
and then I'm going to
How
say,
good this is.
I'm going to, before I start, obviously, tell Acreus, you got this, remember. And I'll give him a quick technique, and I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on him. And then I will begin my performance.
Alright.
Do I get advantage because he's helping, or do we roll separately?
Doesn't he still have the bardic inspiration from before?
10 minutes.
Oh shit.
Let's say. Wait, ask that again, Alex. What
Do
were
I-
you asking?
Can I have him help me so I roll with advantage, or are we rolling separate?
No, you guys can. You can have him help. You can have him assist you.
You go with that, Thomas, or you want to roll separate?
I want to roll separate because it's not
Alright.
fair.
Let's do it.
I tackle
Oh, wait, that's
maniacally
the
at-
wrong roll.
Oh,
18.
God, what is that? Oh. Yeah, I cackle maniacally because I feel this bardic inspiration, and I roll a.
D6. Get higher than me. Go hard on that horn.
Yeah, 20.
Fucking traveling band.
Oh my God.
All right, so you guys are engrossed in this performance, and everyone's jiving with it. They're all digging it.
The 3 foot man is stealing the show.
And then
What's everyone else doing while this is going on?
I'm explaining to Titus and Lena that if anything bad happens, you're gonna hide in here in the corner of the cabin.
Lena hears that, but Titus is very engrossed with what's going on. And
Okay.
Lena responds. He's like, "Okay, sounds good." And
What's
then like
going on?
looks at Titus and says, "I'll tell Titus when he isn't dancing."
Yeah, I was gonna say I call
Okay.
Titus over and say, "Come dance, boy."
I think Titus like clapping along with the song. I don't think he should be dancing. In fact, I'm not sure that kid should be going out there and being seen. So when you beckon him over, I kind of put my hand on his shoulder and said, "No, stay here."
He looks a little defeated, but he's all right. Who put the 3? What is this?
I have no idea.
That's the bardic.
Don't
That's
worry
the
about it.
plus for the bardic inspiration.
What 3? There's no.
Oh.
That was not me. I don't know what that was.
Oh, over there. Okay.
So Tommy would say if it was him.
I don't even know how to use this website. That was definitely. I haven't even made a box before, so.
Charles made Star Guardian poggles with flowers and everything.
Alright,
I love it. Okay, so Voltos, you're explaining that. Canthus, you're kind of like idly watching, but keeping the kids close.
Yeah.
What's Poggles up to?
Brothers just chilling, hanging out, enjoying the tunes.
All right. So of the 5 of you, how many of you are like looking out into the crowd?
I'm probably watching everybody, seeing the reactions I'm getting.
Poggles is people watching.
My monkey is watching.
Not watching the crowd very closely. I'm more looking at the kids.
Okay, then the 4 of you, not Canathos, I'm gonna need perception checks from.
Natural 20 for 22.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
I gotta read the crowd and change my tune as needed.
I'm too focused on my top hat, my 1 foot tall top hat.
That monkey is distracted with
Monkey.
kids. Give it to me, Pockles. What do you roll?
Okay.
Thinking there's gonna be a flat perception here.
Big people watcher. Ooh,
Oh,
Oh
no.
god.
scared of the
Poggles is
crowds.
not doing well.
Oh, that's
Okay. Only Alex or only Zelko sees this. So as you're like jamming out in the crowd or towards the crowd, you see everyone's like having a good time. They're all like bouncing. They're like doing their own little thing, clapping along. You see someone who's got their back turned to you, and is just kind of like looking away, very very much not really engrossed in the music.
back to us.
What's
Not
their
paying attention.
Back,
height, clothing, ancestry? What am I seeing?
well, you can't really see them because they're wearing a hood,
Uh-huh.
but they seem to be as tall as your average human. It's like a dark bluish cloak / hood that they're wearing. Like,
Yeah, I'll sort of keep darting back to them and see what they're up to since they've sort of caught my eye.
sure.
I have an idea. Wait, are we on the shore? Are we like right next to the shoreline?
Yeah, there's like probably got like 10 feet of like water between you and the shoreline.
Oh, there is water. Okay, I thought we were like basically on the shoreline.
You're not like a run aground.
We're just moored.
Scratch that. My idea doesn't work then.
You're gonna jump out into the crowd and like jam with them.
Yep, and like slowly walk toward them while jamming out. But if there's
I
water.
mean, hey, if you want to make that 10-foot jump, that's gonna be an acrobatic.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna try that then.
They're also gonna immediately know you're in disguise once they try to touch you.
I'm not gonna let them touch me. I'm just like. But yeah, it's acrobatic, Franklin.
Yeah, but to be fair, you don't see this person.
You're right.
you.
Only Zelko sees this person. So unless he chooses to tell you like there's some like suspicious guy out there, you don't see this person.
Yeah, if they're not harming anyone, Zelkus would just sort of keep watching them. And then,
Not just in the cabin, correct? With the kids, or what's going on here?
Yes, the kids are. Well, you ushered the kids away.
Yeah, because Valto's like showing them where to hide and stuff. Yeah.
and then as the song is sort of wrapping up, or once the song wraps up, Zelkos will say, "Thank you, everyone. I'm Zelkos. This is Acrius. Happy to be partying with you all, but fortunately, we got a big journey tomorrow, so we're gonna be calling it here. Hope you all enjoyed the food. Thank you all for making a wonderful night for us on this journey, and hope you all have safe travels." And I'm just gonna sort of sit on the the bow of the ship and for a few more minutes and sort of watch the crowd disperse.
So some of these people start throwing coin to you.
Oh,
What
I start catching.
Frank, what I do is once the music dies down, I jump off the boat and turn back into like my veiled demon form midair, and then land.
How much coins do I catch?
So you're getting like a good 20 copper out of this. Like people are really
Hell
throwing
yes.
at you. It's not a lot, but you know you fed them and
Get
you
him
gave
out
them
of copper.
entertainment,
That's
so
huge.
the least of it.
The man likes having those 20 copper coins so he can give them to people who die.
Gotta give him to corpses.
Exactly. So the crowd starts to disperse and such.
And I'm gonna now watch Acris carefully and just make it look like I'm sort of just idling at the bow of the ship, sort of checking my loot, tuning it.
Sure. So everyone's really dispersing, guy in hood included. So there's really no one left on the beach as they're heading back to their own hovels and makeshift their makeshift I guess like housing for the night or whatnot, their shelters, turned over boats and whatnot. And it's a quiet riverbank. It was almost like nothing ever happened.
Can I predict the weather?
Well, Akros is Heliod's second favorite city, so it's going to be a bright and sunny day tomorrow. But not as bright as it would be in Miletus.
Elkos, tell us anything about what he saw or no?
Not yet.
Yeah, no,
I'm just chilling.
Let's go back.
How far are you, Acris?
I'm on the shore now.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion to right next to Acris to whisper in Sylvan. What's going on?
Uh,
I can't hear you back though. You'd have to yell back.
I don't plan on yelling.
Or you could just like motion, like shush or like wave or I don't know, whatever you want to motion.
Uh,
It's like thumbs up,
Nah.
thumbs down.
I didn't see it, and you didn't just tell me. Then it's not gonna fly. So I'm just gonna go back to the boat.
I mean, if you were still on the boat and hadn't jumped off, I'd probably cast the Minor Illusion spell to create the visage or the form of that cloaked figure and say, this one was not jamming along and looked kind of sketchy. Did you catch a view of them, glimpse of them?
We did not.
Well, if we keep watch out for them. I don't like it.
I mean, we're gonna see them again because we're leaving.
Yeah, we're here all night. We might want to post watches in the dome.
I'm gonna go to sleep in the crow's nest instead.
Yeah, I would recommend it for once. But it's up to you.
Go to the crow's nest.
Alright, I'm going to tell the rest of the party, make the illusion as well, so they're aware of what to look for. And unless anyone interrupts me, begin playing my song to Karametra about the home and the hearth and keeping us safe in the harvest, and slowly form the dome over the course of a minute.
Yep.
Making sure everyone's inside first, minus Acris.
Okay, sure. So you guys are setting a watch then?
Yeah, and I suggest that to the group that we take turns.
I'm also casting Alarm as a ritual where the urn is.
What does that do as I see you laying it out?
Lets me know if anyone comes near the urn.
What if you're asleep?
It still lets me know.
That's good. And Titus, Lena, don't touch that. Very important. I'll point to the urn.
Titus kind of like gives you a salute, and Lena gives you a nod.
Titus and I have first watch.
Okay.
I'll take second watch. Although I don't know how you'd wake us up.
I'll send Titus in.
It's fair.
Wait, can't you just assign people that can come and go, or do they have to be inside to start with?
That's what I thought it was, but I read it again, and it looks like they have to be in there. So the spell ends. Where is it? Creatures and objects within the dome when you cast this spell can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. So they have to be in it to start, otherwise nothing else can come in. So you can't bring a creature or object inside it unless it started inside it.
You cast this.
Hmm?
When did you cast this? Are the 2 kids, were they inside when you
Yeah,
cast
they're
it?
inside.
Everyone except you,
Fine
unless
then. Yeah, I'll take first watch.
Or I
first.
guess, I mean, you'd know this spell, so maybe you come in for the minute, get in the thing, and then leave, just so you know you have a safe place to retreat.
Fine, I didn't. It's fine. Like,
Okay.
the kid is in the first watch. When the watch is over, he'll go in and wake up the next person.
Sure.
An 8-year-old watch.
Me and him.
2 8-year-olds on the watch.
No, dude, this 8-year-old is like 8 times as old as him.
Yeah.
L laps, and he doesn't even have dark vision, so it's funny.
All right. So you start your first watch then. This pretty much goes pretty quietly. I mean, you stay up. There's not really much going on. You're staying up with Titus, you said?
Yeah, the boy. The boy.
Yeah, he kind of like gives in within the first like 45 minutes. He's tired. He kind of just nods off to sleep.
I'll let him sleep. I won't even wake him.
Yeah, your first watch kind of goes off without any issue. You hear like a bit of scrap outside. It sounds like someone's arguing. Someone might be a little drunk, but they're going at it. But nothing out of the ordinary of that you would imagine you would find at a campground or resting ground such as this. So yeah, that goes without issue.
We have this interesting problem of how we're going to set second watch because Titus is asleep and Acreus is in the crow's nest.
I go up to the fucking hut and bang on the side of it, like do. Does it even make a noise?
Creatures and objects in the dome. Yeah, because like I can hear stuff outside, but you can't hear stuff inside.
Yeah, so I go like bang on the side of the fucking.
So I'll get up, poke my head out. I assume that doesn't break the spell, and say, "Yep, I'm on it. Where's the kid?"
Awake because I'm a soldier.
Yeah, I point to the kid and then hop up to the crow's nest and say it was an uneventful watch.
Okay, I'm gonna. Where's the kid? Is he like up there in the crow's nest?
No, he's just like on the ground, I think.
All right, I'm
I
gonna.
think he's playing a joke on me because the kid is 3 feet that way and you can clearly see him.
No, that was me IRL asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to reach out without breaking the spell. Keep my hooves in
You
and
can't throw this up. Just make him get
pull
him.
him in. Oh yeah, if I hear you stirring, I'll say, Canthos, you wanna bring him in?
Who
I
the
can.
I'll
hell
go.
has second watch? Just have them come.
Well, I can't. Yeah, me and Canthos, I guess then.
I'm gonna go bring the kid in when
Yeah.
I hear what's up. As I put him to sleep in my bed or like with his sister, whatever. And then I'm gonna go out and say like, yeah, I'll take a watch. It's fine. You and I will do it.
Yep, I'm gonna make the dome completely transparent from the inside, so I can see out clearly, and then the
Yep.
inside's still just gonna be brown, same color as the ship, so no one can see in, and I'll keep watch from in the dome.
I figure we're like at the entrance looking up.
Sure. So it's just you taking watch then, Zelkos?
And
Together, I'm
Canthos.
with him.
Sure. Yeah, this goes pretty easy. There's not really much else going on. There's really nothing. It's almost like an eerie quiet, as it were. No arguments coming from the rabble outside. It's just as is.
I think.
Poggle stumbles out for the next shift.
Are you okay?
Poggles is wide awake.
Well, thank you. I will get a little bit of rest before dawn then.
It was all quiet. So hopefully it stays that way. And they'll also pass
And
out.
this is the last watch, correct?
Yes, 3 watches, 4 hours each, or 3 hours each, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, Poggles, this watch goes pretty quiet, but I'm gonna have you take a perception.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet. Near the end of your watch, though, you kind of hear what sounds like really light footsteps on the boat. And then you hear an under person's breath, very quiet, like a curse, like a damn it type thing. And then you hear a splash, and that's that.
Okay. I just keep watch for a little bit longer. I don't wake anyone up, but I'm kind of on a little bit high alert right now.
High alert.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oops, I did not mean to click that.
In about 20 or so minutes after that, you hear footsteps on the deck again.
Mm-hmm.
This time, you just hear something hit the deck. And then you hear footsteps one last time, and then nothing.
Can I shoot? I'm staying outside on deck. There's nothing above me, right?
Oh, you're out on deck? I thought you were inside the dome.
Oh, if I'm still chilling, so that's fine.
No, what is it? Because I have to amend something.
No, I'm
if you're
inside the
outside.
dome. I'm inside the dome.
Yeah, because I said it to be transparent from the inside,
Yeah,
so you can see
yeah.
out.
So
Mhm.
Yeah, so you don't see anything from being inside the cabin.
Or the whole half the dome's outside the cabin.
Right, but it doesn't let you see through the walls. If he's sitting in the doorway, then it's another
I think
thing. Are you sitting in the doorway?
watch place, right? Like sitting in the doorway is probably the watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's on the
Sure.
deck, right? Inside the dome? That's
Yeah.
what I was
Oh,
understanding.
That's what I'd
Okay.
imagine the watch is.
Sure. Do you have like night vision?
I don't think so.
Don't think you do.
I don't believe you do. I'm looking over your
I
sheet now.
can use Druidcraft to instantly light a torch. But I don't
All right,
have.
lads. We're going to the boat. So now we're going to need to outlight. We're going to need to lay this out.
Oy. Can I get 2 orphan tokens, please?
I'll put 2 boat tokens down.
So the urn is right here.
Yeah. Consider the boats orphan.
Okay.
They have as many. The boat has as many parents as these orphans do. Okay, so this is the urn.
Yeah.
Poggles is here.
Yep.
And Acreus is asleep in the crow's nest.
I'd be on the other side, if that's the urn, but yeah.
I'm invisible, Frank, by the way, because it's.
Yeah, but you're asleep.
yeah,
You're
I'm
functionally incapacitated.
Yes. Oh,
If
yeah.
only someone had woken him up.
Yeah.
So all this noise you're hearing, Poggles, is on the bow of the ship. I'm going to say that unless you have a light source or dark vision, you won't be able to see that far into the dark.
I do not
Unless
have
you have like a torch lit on your boat.
I don't.
Because it is
If we're keeping
around like 40 feet away.
Yeah, I don't think we had a torch lit.
when you hear the footsteps happen a second time on the boat or on the dock, and you hear the thing hit the deck, you hear like a rolling after that, as if it's a coin rolling on the deck.
Can I
Go ahead.
stand up? Poggle stands up and fires a guiding bolt into the sky. Would that light things up?
I don't know if guiding bolt does that. Alex, I'm gonna defer to you on this one because I've never used
I
guiding
don't.
bolt in such a way.
I mean, flavor-wise, I could see it like lights the way as it goes, so you could see like
Or I can just
I would say
like
you'd
it's almost
see
like a
the
quick
immediate
flare,
area
but that's
around
it.
you. If you want to shoot the guiding bolt like directly out,
I don't.
you would illuminate the area, the path like directly around it, but it's not going to illuminate like a wide area. It's like fireworks, right? You're not going to shoot it out; it's going to explode in like a
Okay.
radius.
All right. So I hear footsteps.
Yes.
I'm gonna. Did entangle do damage? No, I'm gonna light a torch. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab a little torch stick and just light it.
The light doesn't go outside of the thing.
The hut
But
is
you could
kind
you
of.
could
This
just
is-
raise your.
this is
We can.
kind of-
If you raise your hand up out of it, then the light would carry out.
Yeah,
I
this is-
step out of the bubble to see what's going on.
Hoggles walks out of the bubble. You look down at your feet and you see a gold coin just at your feet.
Mm-hmm. I'm
You have a torch out?
Yeah, I'm holding a torch.
You don't see anyone at the bow of the boat, but you see a gold coin at your feet.
I shout up to my friend Akris, who I know is. I can hear him sleeping above me, and I wake him up. And I hit the pole. I'm close to it.
Okay. I
I
wake up.
say, I'm like, come look at this. Come look at this coin. Where'd this coin come from?
Not end well.
In response to that, I do a once over around the boat. Do I see anything, Frank, like from the crow's nest?
Give me a perception.
Okay. I have 90 feet of dark vision, but oh god.
7, no.
I hop down and I say, what am I looking at?
I'm like, I heard this coin, and I heard some footsteps. I do not know. I don't see anyone, but I heard footsteps just seconds ago and heard this coin drop.
Okay. Does it look like a coin, Frank? Like, does it look?
It looks like a gold coin just on the deck.
They pick it up.
All right,
Um,
go ahead.
if Tommy went and picked it up. That's fine.
Okay, so when you're observing this coin, it just looks like a run-of-the-mill typical gold coin that you would find on Theros, with one exception. Both of the faces of the coin are the same. Hold on.
So it's like a double-headed coin. You're saying?
It's a double-headed coin, and both heads are depicting a mask.
Does it look like the mask I saw in the alleyway?
It looks like a burial mask,
So it looks like the mask.
which you know a guy was wearing, but it is not the exact same burial mask that guy was wearing.
Okay.
Can I history check it?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Jarl. You go first.
Okay. Oh, cool. So you know everything there is about burial masks and their association with the dead. How the dead wear masks when they cross over the river into the afterlife. You also know that there are only three types of people that wear these masks. The returned, who are zombies that happen to escape the underworld. Random bandits who robbed grave sites in an attempt to get a quick buck, and who might wear them as a means to evade pursuers or conceal their identity. And you also know that grave masks like these are considered a holy item to worshippers of Phaenax. Because you know Phaenax achieved his divinity by escaping the underworld and then bragging about it. So Phaenax escaped the underworld wearing his gold mask and bragged about it.
Poggles, where did you hear these footsteps?
I heard them towards the bow of the boat.
The bow and look out, Frank. Do I see or hear anything?
You see... Give me another perception. Sure. You can... With your 90 feet of dark vision, you said?
Yeah, 90.
You can see what looks like a shadowy figure kind of hauling away from your boat.
Is he in a boat or just haul? Like, what do you mean?
He's just running along the shore.
I'm gonna chase him. I say
I'm not waking
Poggles.
anyone up, just gonna chase him.
I'm gonna say Poggles, let them know. And then, well, Poggles can't even see what I'm like because he doesn't have night vision. I say Poggles, let them know, and I jump off and chase after.
Okay. You jumped in.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm jumping to the shoreline because I can see him shuffling off.
Alright. So, let's skip to Poggles on what's going to happen here.
Yeah, Frank, I'll be back in like 1 minute. Do all of that shit first, okay?
Sure. So, what are you going to do here, Charles?
What's happening exactly? So Tommy jumped
So,
off. I mean,
Acrius
Acrius
jumped off the bow to chase after this figure that he saw. And he turned to you and he said, "Wake everyone. Or get everyone."
I turn around, walk inside, say to my homies, we just heard something, and Acrius has gone off chasing someone.
I'm up. I help you wake other people up.
Am I staying or going? If I leave, the hut goes.
It's 8 hours,
Yeah.
that goes anyway.
Has it been 8 hours?
Yeah, this was the end of the third
the
watch.
two orphans
Yeah, this
and
is
the
but
urn.
for the sake of this is the end of the third watch. This is like I said, this is happening at the tail end of Charles's watch. So within the
Then,
next like 10 or so minutes, this is going.
then I'm sprinting to the front of the ship to try to find Acrius.
Okay.
Okay. What are you doing with the kids?
I tell them to stay in the cabin.
I really don't want to leave them with the urn.
Yeah.
Canathos, you stay here. We gotta watch. And I am going to cast Alarm, not as a ritual, in a box that I'm gonna draw.
Okay.
Before the thing. Well, actually, it already went down, but still.
It went down, yeah.
Yeah.
We remove
And-
the hut.
Back where he was standing.
I'm gonna. It's still dark out?
It is. It's like the sun's rising. It's like very early dawn. Let's say.
Alright. Can I see Acrius running?
Yeah, you can make him out.
All
So when he was looking out with dark vision, he could see the guy. You can make him out as the sun's like now rising. So streaks of sun are coming out.
Cool.
Calm
I'm
down.
gonna use mirthful leaps to jump to the shore.
Okay.
And start chasing after Acrius.
Did you say anything to me after you put alarm on the thing?
I just explained that I was putting an alarm on the thing, and we're going to guard the urn and the kids and wait till they get back, yeah?
Oh, you're with me. Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're staying here.
Then Poggles, what are you gonna do?
I'm just standing out on the boat. I don't want to leave the boat. I don't want to make that giant jump.
Okay.
Dude, just turn into a
Um,
bird.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do you guys want me to go chase?
You can't turn into a bird,
Why not?
because it's flying.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was a one-time thing. That was the
It was
gods
a
telling
flavor
me.
thing. It was
Yeah.
it was really good in the moment.
It
Like that was good in the moment.
That's how I got there. They gave me that blessing for like an hour to fly. Anyway, so I'm just in a boat. I tell you which direction he went, and say I think you can catch up to him.
I'm going.
All right, cool.
Am I
Uh,
rested or no?
Let's say so the watch would have ended in 10 minutes, right? So let's say you're fine for being rested.
PogChamp.
If you miss 10 minutes, then like whatever. I miss 20 minutes every night. I'm still alive barely.
I only had a short rest, right?
No, because you were taking third watch, right? So you would have
Right.
gotten your full.
Yeah, 8 hours of rest is like some amount, like probably like 6 hours of sleep and 2 hours of like snacking and watching or reading a book. It's like
Yeah, you would have gotten it by then because you took last watch. So
A deal. I didn't get a long rest, which is fine. Don't need it at all. And Tommy didn't get one.
I think we all
no, you
We all do.
As it maths out. So long as if Alex gets it, you all do
Okay.
because it would have all been
Right.
off by like 10 minutes
For sure. Okay.
by how it maths out. So you're all good.
yeah, I'm faster than Acreus, I think. So
With mirthful. Yeah.
well, I'm
you
just
should be.
35 move speed.
Oh, you're just base 35.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Okay, yeah, you're faster than him. You will
little
close
light.
that gap. Okay. So here's how this is gonna go. We can go on for another 10 minutes and stop it. And we can stop mid whatever we're doing or finish up whatever scene is happening.
Right.
Or we can stop here and we can resume with what's going to happen at our next session. But what's going to come next may or may not, depending what you guys do, result in extended play, let's say. So how do you want to handle that?
Me personally, I always prefer a clean stop to an extra 10 minutes of playtime. But I'm down for either.
Big
Okay.
fan.
Okay, so let's play to the clean stop. Regardless of how it is, we shouldn't go longer than like 10:30, I imagine, if at all. So if we're all cool with that, we'll just do that. And if you guys do it in such a way where it ends in 10 minutes, great. If not, then between now and 10:30, the latest.
Yeah, I'm good for that.
Right. Cool. So Alex, I'm gonna remove you and Tommy. Actually, I'm gonna put you both off the boat.
Sure.
For the sake of this, don't worry about a map or anything. I'll let you know if you're. I'll let you know what's happening. Go into what I like doing, the theater of this shit. Where's the maps? Okay. So you catch up with Acreus.
Not a word is said.
What are you guys doing?
I'm just running with him. I don't know what we're doing, but I'm running.
There's a strange man who just came from our boat, and I motioned to where the figure is.
How far away is that figure? Frank?
At this point, he's probably about like 70, 80 feet.
I cast Entangle through my flute directly so that they're sent smack dab in the middle of the Entangle spell.
I have to look something up.
What if this is like a god? This is actually Phoenix, and you just like
Just say counter spell.
Yeah, I have to look something up here.
Spell save DC is 15, if it matters.
very resistance. Oh!
Gotta mark off Entangle.
Player, by the way, I'm thinking he sent us this coin as like a get the fuck out of town thing or something, but I might be wrong. That was the impression I got.
I think you guys have no idea if
thought
the
it was
coin
a-
is magic.
I
You
thought it
took
was
the
like a
coin with you,
warning.
right? I'm assuming because you're fucking Acreus.
I took the coin, but I got the vibe it was like, the mark, just get the fuck out, like we own this place kind of thing. Or like you're
I
hunted.
thought it
It'd be
was
weird if you put a boat into it.
I thought it was like a we're watching you, because like the first one's like shit, like they're trying to steal the urn and they can't get it, and they're like, all right, we're watching you, or they're trying to. This is just like a trap.
Or the coin is
If you
magical.
think the coin is magical, I mean, none of you have any way of knowing if that's true or not.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
what leaps out to me. It's like a spying device or something.
yeah.
I lean more
Okay,
into
so this
it.
is DC what, Alex?
15 on strength.
Oh, it's a strength?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll fail the shit out of this. Your 20 dex does not help you here.
That's... Don't make assumptions. Yeah, you get this.
So they're restrained.
Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, you get this.
Cool. And then I'm gonna try to run to get ahead of them. And say, as we're going, say, stop! Who are you? What are you doing on our ship?
It just kind of keeps going. It doesn't like pay any attention to you.
Did it get restrained or no?
It is restrained. It's trying to power through what is holding it.
Okay.
Sir, what do I see? What does it look like?
It's wearing a cloak.
Well, I try to
Like a
get
dark.
ahead of it to look it in the face.
Okay.
Running around my vine patch.
Let me link you a picture of this then.
Oh boy. Now I gotta look at creepy fish guy again.
It's not gonna be a creepy fish guy.
But I looked. I'm looking now.
I keep tabbing
You're
over.
a
And...
fish guy. I think it might be time.
I don't have a good one to send you.
I'll use my imagination. Describe it.
Sure. What you see in front of you is something that is definitely not human. It looks like it's wrapped in bandages, and in the gaps of the bandages, you can see starlight. You can see what looks like a bright purple sky in a clear. What looks like bright purple stars in a very clear night sky. As you get a look at its face, it is wearing a gold mask, and it is trying its best to veer away from you.
So do Acreus and I know about like things that have escaped from the underworld and that stuff? Like the difference between.
Sure as shit.
Yeah, I definitely do.
So I assume you've taught me about this in the journeys and said like we fuck those dudes up or nah?
Yeah, I would have told you about where I came from. And, like,
So
everything.
do I think this is an eidolon that if we take out, we will be paying worship to Erebos?
I would probably
Give
know that.
me a
Religion?
I guess it's a history, right? Or it's history or religion. Give me one or the other.
3. Nat 20.
Okay, Acreus, you recognize based on the bandages alone, as you wouldn't be able to see its face because of the mask. You recognize this is a lampad. You know, lampads are nymphs. They're eidolons, nymphs, what have you. They are a fae type of being that assists. Lampads in particular assist that of Athreos and Erebos with tasks pertaining to the underworld. You also know that some lampads have broken away from the hold of Athreos and Erebos and have basically been brought into service of the other god pertaining to the afterlife, which is Thanax, primarily in the relation of the afterlife of aspiring to escape it.
Do I know that these things can communicate? They can communicate? Or they're like
They can communicate. This thing is very much trying not to talk to you,
Zelkos
and
is
also very much wants to not be caught by you.
Zelkos, after looking at it, not recognizing it, turns to Acrius and says, "Friend or foe?"
a foe. And if you don't do anything, Alex, to that knowledge, I'm gonna take a shot at it. If you
Yeah, I'm. Well, I mean, your character knows that I can end a fight before it starts. So if you're already pulling out your bow, then I'm pulling out my rapier and my pan flute.
yeah, let's take this thing out.
I cast
Okay,
vicious
cool.
mockery.
Okay, cool. Back at the boat. Where's the coin?
I took it. I took it on my person.
Oh, this is going to be even better then. We're not going back to the boat.
Monka S.
Good.
Nothing's happening on the boat. Don't worry about it.
They were just chilling. Puggles.
Puggles is dancing.
He's practicing after missing last night's dance session. Tommy, we're gonna die.
I don't think.
Let me just do some quick napkin math.
1, 2, 3. You take 75 damage.
Dude, that was Saturday.
Yeah, I got to 2 death saving throws. I think Cody got to 2 death saving throws twice.
I cannot believe how close y'all came to dying.
Can't believe you guys walked up to the railing.
I was at the railing the whole time in the beginning.
Until someone started eating arrows in it.
Okay, you're holding the coin, Tommy?
Look, I'm not holding it.
Okay,
but it's on my
but
person.
Acrius has the coin on his person.
Yeah, it's on my person.
Okay. Zelkos, you fall asleep.
Does it matter they have advantage against spells and other magical effects?
Roll it.
Roll what?
Roll to
Wisdom,
roll to
charisma.
yeah, it's wisdom.
Oh fuck. 17.
What did I put this guy's casting at?
That shouldn't be a question with the 17. Oh god.
Okay, you resist it.
Hell yeah.
You resist it, but barely.
So you see
So
me
you
sort
know
of
you
falter
came
for a
under-
second.
You know you came under the effect of sleep, or you were something attempted to put you under the effect of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Upon you not falling asleep, kind of like yawning, the lamp pad's now like, oh, that's bad. Like the lamp pad very clearly is now that's just stopped moving. It's like, all right, I'll tell you what you want.
As the arrow's getting knocked, I assume.
Yeah. Now back at the boat. Give me perceptions.
Puggles feeling alert. Oh no.
No.
Give me the flying monkey too.
I'm getting there.
On the boat perception? Sorry.
Yeah, on the boat.
Oh, it's got a 15.
Okay. Poggles, you don't even hear it. You see people coming from the shore, and they're like walking out towards your boat. They're wearing hoods.
They look threatening, right?
Yeah, they look
I
threatening.
don't need to do like rush. I'm like, all right, we're about to get. I look back at my friends and say, I think we're about to be boarded.
Alright,
And
get the anchor up.
Okay. As they're getting closer, and as you're raising the anchor, Poggles, you could see them reach into their cloaks. And of the 3 of them that you see, they all pull out gold coins. And they're rearing back to throw them onto the boat.
Okay, I'm going to shoot. I'm just gonna fire a guiding bolt at them.
Okay,
If
give
I,
me an
I
attack
think,
roll.
I think I'm in range from like up here.
It's like
Yeah, you're gonna be in
120, I
range.
think.
You're going to be well in range. Don't you worry about that. They're throwing coins, you're flinging magic.
Oops.
Yeah, you're going to hit.
A 7, though.
I mean, it's... The damage wasn't great, but he still hits.
Oh, no, 7 to
so you
hit, right?
It was a 23, wasn't it?
Oh, you have
Or
advantage?
7.
I doubled with it.
Oh, I wasn't looking at that. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
7 to hit. No, you don't hit off that. So you go to shoot him with the guiding bolt, and it kind of goes wide. At that point in time, they all just throw the coins to your boat. Let me do a quick bit of percentile here. 2 of them make it on. So one of them goes kind of wide. 1 coin lands here, which I'll symbolize somehow. And
Just
1
do
coin
the-
lands here.
do the
I'll just
drawing.
draw a shape.
The boat.
I will freehand.
It was a. Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at my MS Paint skill.
What?
Okay, so those 2 pink things are coin. I have to do this now. Poggles, what is your health total?
24.
Sleepy time.
See, can I wait? If I think if it explodes or something, can I react and jump into my shell?
I don't know
Poggles,
what's going
you
on.
are fine. L, your life total, or
I'm immune.
Valtos. This is true, but your life total is 20.
It
Correct?
is.
Yeah. The problem is it landed closest to you, and if this is how you're laid out, then it has to affect you.
Except I'm immune to it. So.
I know. Oh, and I rolled really high too. Yeah. So you attempt it attempts to sleep you, but you just kind of don't. By this time, I assume it's easy for you to bring the anchor up because you're
Yes,
very.
we're
you're
getting
in
away
shallow
from the
water.
shore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And they're not really pursuing.
How much do I get hit for?
You get hit for anything. In order for sleep to take effect, it has to be above your hit point total. And it didn't do that. It was shy. And then you get to like roll to resist and all that. But
I don't think you do get to roll resist. I think I am asleep if it was the sleep spell.
are you sure about that?
It
there's
just
no resist
yeah,
to me.
it just happens. It's a nutty spell.
Oh yeah, you're asleep.
Okay.
You're asleep.
I am.
Okay. In that case, we're gonna say that this person still keeps their hands up. Because you have a bow trained on him, and even though the concentration spell ends, they can't do anything to get away from you that quickly. So Zelkos is asleep. Acrius, you are standing there with a bow to this lamp pad. What do you do?
Who are you? Who sent you?
My name matters not, but what matters for you is knowing that Phaenax has taken a liking to that little jar you have. And I'll have you know that, well, if Phaenax could escape from the underworld, I'm sure he'd be able to spirit a jar away from you.
Is that a threat?
It's more of a guarantee, really.
What do we do to stop this?
I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you that it's going to happen because it's an inevitability.
All right, I pull the arrow back as he says that. And does he change his statement or no?
He turns around, he just looks at you, and he says, "You'll kill me, but the problem is I'm more afraid of him than I am of you."
Can we work out a deal? And I ask him that, like, honestly, not trying to trick him. Like, is he?
What is he kind of like he looks at you. What do you? That's that right there is surprising. That's not something I would have. That's not something I would have expected to hear. Well, what do you have in mind? I mean, I want the jar, and because Phaenax wants the jar, and I feel like you can't really offer me anything to not take the jar.
If you let, well, I say me. If you let me deliver this jar, you let Fanax know, I will do any one request he wants. Is that a deal? And I pull the arrow back.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. The lamp pad kind of like puts its hand to its mask and is like, "Oh, that's good. That's something I wasn't expecting." He like points to Zelkos and says,
4,
"I'm sure he would
3,
have."
2, 1. I wake up.
I will. I mean, I can hold my. Did you actually wake up, Alex, or you just start like rolling?
It's up to Frank, but it's been well over a minute of dialogue.
But I can say no one else has to know. If you want, Frank, if you want to, for narrative purposes, have him stay asleep. It'll be our little secret. You can do that, and I'll say.
For narrative purposes, Alex, I'm going to say you asleep for this.
So I hear we hear the audience hears no one else to know, and then I wake up.
Follows. Yeah. So.
Oh, what I miss?
He wouldn't have done that, but you would have.
What did I not do? What?
All right, I'm up from the loop here. What happened?
Okay,
Alex?
so Alex, for the purpose of this, you're asleep. You don't.
Fine.
You will
Very
wake
good.
up after the set amount of time, but when you wake up, the lamp pad's gone.
Sure.
He points to Zelkos and says he wouldn't have the audacity to have done to make this deal, but you, on the other hand, I can see why Erebos likes you, and he holds out his hand.
I hold up my hand, but first I hold my hand up to my lips and say, "No one will have to know," and then I go out to shake his hand.
Sure. When you shake his hand, it feels different from a normal handshake. This feels like you legitimately just made a pact with something.
Yeah, it's like a binding thing. Yeah, I get it. It's like that.
And after that, he kind of puts on the cloak, and after he puts on the cloak falls to the ground and he's gone. Then you wake up, Alex.
What? Did we get him? What happened?
No, he just kind of vanished.
What?
I'll explain everything back at the boat.
Okay. Oh,
The boat's sailing away.
That's a cool cloak. I'm gonna pick up the cloak off the. You said the cloak is remaining.
Yes.
I'm gonna pick up the cloak off the ground and just kind of stuff it between the space between my bag and my back to make sure I have it.
Sure.
And start jogging after the boat.
Okay.
How wide is this river, by the way?
It's wide enough.
Okay.
Looks like something happened in the boat. We should go.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
All right.
I hoof it.
I go feel around for the coin, Frank. Do I still have the coin on me?
You still have the coin on.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So the boat's sailing on by, but I'm assuming flagging them down, they'll slow down. Yeah.
Canthros, what do you think?
Yeah. They're coming.
Poggles! Poggles!
We slow down.
I look at the captain and say it's your decision.
We slow down.
Rope, please.
You're just lowering it over the side.
I know.
I
I'm a weak turtle. I help him up.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Agrius, tell a story while we get going.
That creature running was a what'd you call it, Frank? What was it?
Lampad.
The lamp pad.
A lampad. He works normally those things. I explained everything. Where what was it? Then normally they work for Erebos or Athreos, but some of them break off and work for other people. This one works for Phoenix.
And what were they trying to do? They trying to take the jar?
Yeah, Phoenix wanted the jar.
And then
That's all.
how'd you kill it?
I didn't. He just vanished in his cloak.
That's concerning. And I'll take out the cloak and just sort of eye it. Just put it on. See how it fits.
Okay, it fits pretty well. It's a nice cloak.
This might help in the rain. Well,
Yep.
it's a good thing we've got all this protection. But I guess we'll have to keep even closer watch out. Good job, Poggle, spotting it.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic as a ritual
Well,
while we're waiting and
response to that,
explaining.
in response to Alex's statement of we have to worry, I said I don't think we're gonna have to worry. I think I scared him off.
Okay. And why was the ship moving? Did anything happen while we were gone?
3 more of those dudes tossed coins onto the deck. Nothing happened.
I go collect those 3 coins. I go
2,
collect.
sorry, 2.
I go collect those 2 coins and pocket them.
Okay. So after your ritual, hold on 1 second. Okay. So do you do anything else, or you gather up the coins? Volta's performing a ritual, and you're sailing on your way to Akros, correct?
Yes, unless something else happened. That's what I believe is happening.
Okay. So after your ritual, you do sense magic off that. You do detect magic.
On what?
You detect magic on 3 things that have not normally been on the boat.
And those things are?
The 3 coins and the cloak.
What schools?
Oh,
They are magic items. Give me 1 second. So they don't really have schools associated with them, is the problem.
It'd just be like
I don't know
best
how
guess,
this
right?
works with 5e.
You
Yeah,
can.
I don't know how this works with 5e.
It's pretty. You just kind of like think about what effect it would be. So if it's like some defensive, it's abjuration. If it's something like offensive, it's evocation. If it's a charm effect, it's enchantment. If it's illusion, it's illusion. Like you just
Well,
kind of
this
gotta.
cloak is illusion.
Cool.
These coins are.
They gotta be enchantment, right?
Yeah, I think the coins are going to lean more on enchantment with what they're going to do.
Can I, over the next hour, as we are sailing, try to attune to the cloak?
I inform
You-
everyone of the things,
You
though.
may.
Big curse.
I explain what the coins did because the people on the boat have no clue.
Yeah, they just tossed on the boat and nothing happened.
Yeah, I say I had a coin as I chased after that figure, and then Zelkos fell asleep. So I think it's some sort of trap or warding spell that triggers a sleep spell.
Why did it go for Zelkos if you had the coin?
think I'm
I-
weaker.
I don't know the answer to that. I think
Maybe
character-
because of your heritage.
even character-wise, I don't know. Maybe
Otherwise, I think it might be because you're a fiend. I don't think you can sleep fiends.
it could be because I'm
I
a
think
fiend.
player wise, fewer hit points.
Player wise, Alex was maintaining the spell that was keeping him there.
Okay, so he has some choice. It's not just.
Well, we didn't know where they were
Right.
standing, right? He could have tossed it, so it hit only Alex and whatnot.
Tommy had it in his pocket.
Yeah, because he picked it up off the ground because he's fucking Acreos.
Right. The
Loaded.
thought
and,
process here is you need to be able to see what you're doing it on, and the people who threw them onto the boat could only see you in Poggles. Or could only see Valtos and Poggles.
Yeah, but we got no fucking
Because-
idea because like
Yeah,
nothing
sure.
happened. So
I just explained what I saw, which is Velkos fell asleep next to me.
And so the coins are enchantment magic.
Yes. So,
I explained that to them. The urn's still magic, right?
oh no, they are.
The urn is magic, right? Still, it's
The
not
urn
like
is
a
still
bait.
magic.
Good. Okay. Just checking. Still an abjuration,
Mm-hmm.
not illusion.
Correct. Nobody managed to change it out on the fly. So after going over all that, after an hour of attuning to this, Alex,
Mm-hmm.
you have fully attuned to this cloak, and I guess it's fitting that you got it. You're currently wearing a cloak of many fashions.
Let's whip
Interesting.
that cloak. I'm assuming in this hour we're sailing up the river and Alex
Yes.
is just...
Add
Does
to your
anyone want to
inventory.
try and figure out the coins during this time?
I can't because I'm sailing.
I'm holding them, looking at them. I don't think I can do any much more than like.
I can.
I mean,
I
Acreos
think-
has them, so
I don't know if I can. Does that make me a?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want to look at them because I saw them and I heard them. Because I got a good look at it already. I do want to do like a kind of medicine check or like a history check again on it.
It's basically no more than what you would already have known from
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, I probably
Other than now you know that they have some inherent magical property to them.
Yeah, I don't get anything more. I take a second look and saying pretty
So-
weird.
Attunement to them, then? Is that what we're going with for the hour on the coins, then?
I'm just holding them. I don't know if does that make me attuned. Sure, then
if
it
they're attunable, but we don't know that.
To some extent, they are. The problem is he can't do anything with them. Actually, no. You can do something with them. Yes, you can. Okay, so after an hour of attuning with them, or after an hour of holding them, you can tell you're holding a modification on this item I'm about to say. You can tell you're holding a coin that will enable you to imprint a spell of level 1 to 2 on it.
Oh, it's like a ring of spell storing, but for a coin.
And then it's exactly a ring of spell storing. It's a ring of spell storing, except it's limited to max level of spell level 2. And what happens is you can cast the spell from the coin to target something that you can see.
That's nutty. We can put cure wounds in that. We can put
Hold person.
hold
in that.
hold person in that. We can put charm person in that.
It works
I also get to juice them and hand them out to you guys.
after attuning to them. You can put a spell in it. The spell will sit in it for as long as you want prior to using it. After using it, you must wait 48 hours before putting a new spell into it.
And there's 3 coins?
There are 3 coins.
Okay. So, Acreus, what are you going to do with them now that you know this?
I want one.
Tell us what you know about it.
When I attune to it, Frank, do I discover what you just told me?
Yes, you are able to tell everyone exactly what I told you.
I tell everyone that. They're basically bombs that can hold spells.
Or instead of a
Exactly. What
bomb, we
spell
could
do
use it
you tend to put in it?
to heal.
I shrug and say, I don't know. I know magic.
Oh, you know my shatter spell? That might be a good one. If we ever
Yeah.
come across a group of enemies or a wall.
And I hand you both of them, Zelkos, and I hold on to one of them.
Oh, I don't need both.
That's your choice.
Valtos or Poggles?
What was that? I take one.
Also, mechanically, I can't attune to more than 3 items, and this would be my... If I
Yeah.
take a coin,
No,
that'd be my
no,
third
you
item.
can't.
Yeah, give Poggles takes a coin.
I assume we were giving the third to Valtos?
Yeah,
It's 3 already, isn't it? You have 1, Poggles has 1,
accuracy.
Acros
Yeah,
has 1.
Altos and I don't.
Oh, would you rather have one rather than me? I'm thinking
What
about
spell are you
Shatter.
put in it?
Either Shatter or rank 2 Cure Wounds.
See, I was just thinking, like, rank 2 magic missile.
That's
Rank
not
level 2 web.
bad. Shatter's 3d8.
I'm putting Thunderwave in it.
Just a brief note: putting the spell in it will require you to spend that spell slot
Yes.
for the day.
Yeah,
Obviously.
so we would do it. I would do it before night, probably. Because there's no benefit to doing it not before bed.
Correct.
Would they work as they were being used on us where you toss it and they go off with a coin lance?
It would go off for the coin lands, and you are able to target from the coin to
That's cool.
something you can see,
So like Shatter's 60-foot range, so I could throw it 15 feet and then 60
and
feet
then
from that
have
point.
Shatter be a 75-foot range, effectively.
Frank, how does this work with like Hail of Thorns?
But you just hold it in your hand, flick it, the coin up, catch it, and then
The
now it's buffed to arrow.
So the thing is, Hail of Thorns is a ranged self. It wouldn't, if you choose to put Hail of Thorns in it, it would hit itself because that would be the range, right? The only thing you could effectively put into it currently would be Hunter's Mark, I believe, because it has an applicable range from the coin.
Okay, I think this is useless for me, and I hand it to Valtos.
Okay. I put it in my pocket. Think about it.
I will attune to the coin.
Altos and Valtos each have one. That sounds good.
On that note, I'm going to go join Charlie in hell.
You're clear.
Frank, do you want one of us to make the custom item, or are you handling that?
I can just handle it. It's
Sweet.
fine.
But yeah, I transform my cloak.
Who has it again? Who has one of each? It's Poggles, it's Zelkos, and Valtos.
Valtos.
Right?
Like the
Mhm.
3 main casters.
Yeah, I figure as such. I just want to make sure. Okay, sure. So this ends with you guys basically sailing up the river to Akros. That's where it ends today.
Awesome. Okay.
Fun.
Alright.
Tentatively, same time next week.
So, couple things.
That's the
I was
question.
99% sure I would not be able to play next week. Or here, I'm gonna end the stream. Bye, Twitch.
Either way.
Um,